What's happening, y'all, man? Y'all already know the broadcast show. Shay and I, it's about to start being every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. We got a lot
You
of
know we
technical
black.
difficulties out the way. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just been a struggle. I just got a whole new system, and I couldn't even find the little attachment to where I could try to use my professional mic on here yet. So I'm still got some stuff I got to figure out as well. But we're getting there though. Shay, anything you want to say before we jumped into this?
I mean, special source from Bradley Beal. Oh, it's not even a special source. He's been saying this. He's out of there. He don't want to be there anymore. He's trying to get traded. He was like Kyle Kuzma. I'll trade.
Oh no, not the camera. Or is it me? Is it on my end? Well, while he's disconnected, let me make sure I say what's up to Justin. That's first. James Panda second was good. Jamon third. Oh, you back on Blue J Jai. Rich was good. Was good. Door Gunner was good. Was good. It's that I have to celebrate every. He out like Westbrook. What's good, Dora? What's good, Dora Gunner? Yo, yo, yo. He out like Westbrook. As a Wizards fan, I am sick. A shady dumb Brad said out of his mouth, I don't want to leave. And that was after the trade. Hey, man. If my boy Westbrook can go get a free ring, it is what it is, man. I mean, y'all know me, man. I'm straight football. So, I mean, I'm going to watch basketball. And y'all already know, I'm more interested in what Ant's about to do than what Westbrook's about to do. But I would love for Westbrook to go get that free ring real quick since everybody else trying to do it, except for the Bucks. The Bucks actually earned theirs. What's good, Washington Saga? What's good? What's good? Oh, no, that's J-Mon. There we go. Appreciate that, Cooper. What's good? What's good, Cooper? Brody, bruh. What's good, Steve Austin? What's happening? What's happening? He said, glad Westbrook gone. Yeah, man. I had this little attachment somewhere around here that allows me to hook up my really fine mic. Y'all will see, though, on Sunday how the new mic, the new stream, like y'all will see, like I have like a waiting room while we're waiting and everything. It's gonna be crazy. So Rico, what happened to the mini hoop? Wait, what?
Okay, so what happened was so I'm using a backup laptop right now. My laptop's kind of in the shop, so this laptop, the battery is not good, and even though it's charging, it's still draining more than it's charging, so it just died, which is crazy. So let's just hope it don't happen again.
Oh yeah, the basketball goal thing. Now you talking about Rich Joe's behind me. Well, first of all, I used to sit like this. My whole room was set up like this. I did a whole bunch of rearranging. I'm probably gonna do a room reveal once I'm done and everything's clean. Now I'm like this. So everything is flipped. So the basketball thing was over here, but it is gone. Like it used to be this way. It's gone now though. Westbrook ain't worth $44 million. Did you hear about Lamar? What's good, Andrew Campbell, another channel member in the building? Yes, sir. Lamar Jackson got caught. Yeah, I saw that. The Rockets got better, I hope, after Harden. Oh, yeah, the Rockets got themselves a dog. Oh, yeah, Shay, you can definitely speak on all of that more than I can, man. Few dogs got taken in them first 3 picks, especially. And somebody failed Orlando that shouldn't have.
Jalen Suggs. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I had no idea. Sharif, I thought he was going to be a lock before. Yeah, Sharif went to 48 all the way. Well,
yeah, went to the second round.
30 minutes away from where he's from, though. I mean, Powder Springs greatest.
I know he's happy.
Represent.
I know he's happy.
But I think you got Trae Young and then mini Trae Young off the bench. That's kind of scary. Of course, they won't be playing together. That'll be a recipe for disaster on the defensive end. But if you take Trae Young out and you bring in someone that's similar to Trae Young, although not as good as Trae Young, but similar, then that's dangerous. That's dangerous. I like that pick for Atlanta.
Jordan Clarkson, Cameron Payne in the playoffs type of role. That bro could have been used that. Man, you know what happened when Trae Young went to the bench sometimes, when Bogdan was cold, when Kayvon was cold. Not Kevin Herter. They call him Kayvon down here.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever any of them went cold, it would be nice to have a little spark plug like a Cameron Payne type of guy.
Yeah, and then their backup point guard right now is essentially Lou Williams, who's getting up there in age. So you'll need to get younger for a backup point guard. And Lou Williams, I mean, he's from Atlanta. From what seems like, I'm not really too sure of their relationship. He seemed like he was a mentor to Sharif Cooper in ways. At least I know they were playing like in hoop summits and everything like a couple years back. So Lou Williams already knows Sharif Cooper. I'm pretty sure a lot of people there already know Sharif Cooper. Sharif Cooper was basically like a social media sensation. Like, it's crazy that he came from my high school, but he's a social media sensation. So that, yeah, everybody took notice when he fell that far. The criticisms were because of his size. He's 6 foot even with a short wingspan. But like at the end of the day, like we see all these diminutive point guards and diminutive, even though they're taller than me. But Chris Paul, Trae Young, I mean, they're still balling in the playoffs. We had Kemba Walker in his prime. He looked good. Darren Collison wasn't that tall either. They still made do. So I don't think it's as big of a knock. I know he didn't shoot too well in Auburn either, but he only had a small sample size, 19 games. I think the real knock on him is, can he adjust to a smaller role? Because in McEachern, he was the ball went through him. In Auburn, the ball went through him. And can you adjust to a smaller role? I know he got 8 assists, but I mean, you could get 8 assists and still not be that much of a team player per se. So like, how much is going to gel into the team? Can he be comfortable not having the ball in his hands as much, or does he need to be the focal point to play well? And can he improve that jump shot?
And can you explain why the other Jalen made it so far down to the Orlando Magic? How did that happen? Because I was looking like, what's going on?
Okay, so like I did see a report right before the draft that the Raptors weren't too sold on Jalen Suggs, which I seen was crazy because I saw a report before that said they liked Jalen Suggs. So I just thought that was a smokescreen, and I was for sure they were going to move on for Kyle Lowry. So I thought like Jalen Suggs, you have him sitting right there on your lap. For me personally, I feel like he's the second best player in this class after Cade Cunningham.
You like him more than Jalen Green? You think he the better Jalen?
I like the Jalen Green. I feel like is going to be a 25 a game scorer, but I think point guards, especially point guards of his size and athleticism, affect more of the team game than a guy who gets buckets and defense too. And he could play defense as well. Like, it affects more of the team game than a guy who just gets buckets. Like, I mean, I don't want to be antagonistic, but Bradley Beal, how they don't he gets buckets, but how much of that contributes to the team win? So while it might sell tickets, it might look good, I just feel like guys like point guards, centers, they affect more of the game. Small forwards that can do everything, they affect more of the game than a guy who gets buckets. While be nice, but like, look, I'm not a knock on Jalen Green. Like, for me, for him and Evan Mobley, he's like 3A, 3B. Like, honestly, you can't go wrong with any of those top 4 prospects for me. Scottie Barnes, I admit I haven't watched as much of Scottie Barnes, even though he looks good. It's just that, and he has Draymond Green comparisons. Does he have the upside of those other 4 prospects I mentioned? That's the question. Was he worth it taking over Jalen Suggs? And then again, I guess that's what, like, where we thought Kyle Lowry is going to be replaced, it looks like Pascal Siakam is going to be replaced. Because them drafting Scottie Barnes, I think that's the writing on the wall for Pascal Siakam. Then I guess his attitude off the floor is too much for them, because I know he's been running in with it. He's been running in with it with Masai Ujiri and the Raptors coaching staff. Like, there was games he's been suspended because of conduct detrimental to
like,
the team.
Is it because of minutes? Is it because of they're losing and he's frustrated? Like,
it says coaching created, like, coaching, him getting pulled out of some games. Like, he feels like he should be taking the last shot of certain shots. So yeah, just a lot of that.
Okay.
Which I mean, I thought Pascal Siakam is good, not great, but like, yeah, he's still young. So, but hey, I guess they wanted Pascal Siakam out of there. I mean, that contract they gave him looks very overpaid right now. Kind of had a down season this year. So, hey, maybe Scottie Barnes is the answer. But then again, Kyle Lowry's in his mid-30s. I thought they were going to upgrade. They got Van Vliet, but it could play Jalen Suggs and Van Vliet together. That's what I thought they were going to do. But hey, look, Scottie Barnes is good. And Florida State, from just recent history, they show they bring out good prospects. Devin Vassell, Patrick Williams, and they usually are good defensively, like off the bat, because Florida State coach, he preaches defense to all his players. So even when they're freshmen and sophomore, like they're always come to the NBA good defensively.
Yep. And then, so you already said you get Cade Cunningham as your number one. I know some people that
no
feel
question.
like
He's essentially Trevor Lawrence in this draft.
overrated.
It's the same people that said Trevor Lawrence is overrated. He's essentially Trevor Lawrence in this draft. He was the unquestioned number one pick. I know there was some smoke screens, some mirrors. Detroit was considering drafting someone else. They say all this stuff just to get people buzzing, people thinking, people reading,
clicking, tuning in, making sure they're there at 7:50 for the 8 p.m. draft. All of that.
Or maybe they wanted to see like what trades could they get if they made those smoke screens or something. So look, if OKC offered Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and their 6th pick just to be number one, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had an amazing season and is one of the top young players in the league, who to me is a future superstar. They offered him and their 6th pick just to try to get Cade Cunningham. That's how good he is. That's how. He's going to be NBA ready from the get-go, and I feel like he's already going to put all-star caliber stats. So essentially what you're seeing from Luka Doncic, I feel like Cade Cunningham can do that as well.
That's what I was about to ask you. So, because when I was watching them, I've spent the last week all right, let me catch up on some of these prospects and actually watch what they're doing. I don't keep track of basketball the whole year like everybody else. I started to get like a Luka that can almost score as well, but can play way better defense. So if they were like in a 2K overall, he would be the higher overall, but Luka still is going to be a little bit better offensively from what I saw, just a little bit.
If you judge from rookie Luka and rookie Cade Cunningham, I can say that. But Luka is already one of the best players in the league. Luka might be a better shot creator. I mean, but then again, I don't know there's any better shot creators than Luka. So I mean, there's that. So, Cade Cunningham, Luka's probably a better passer than Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham probably could be shooting better from 3 as well than Luka. But Luka is
a volume scorer. Like he's inefficient from 3 ball when people actually look at the stats.
I see a little bit of Tyreek Evans in Cade Cunningham's game. That's not a knock, because I feel like Tyreek Evans, before the injuries and before Kings try to pigeonhole him at a different position, he was elite. So I can see
he was handles guy. He was literally known as one of the best handles in the NBA at the time.
And I can see that with Cade Cunningham as well, especially his ability to score, ability to make other players better as well. And one thing I did like about Cade Cunningham, even though he was a superstar of Oklahoma State and everything, it still didn't feel like he dubbed himself the man, like he was trying to take every shot. He was bringing his teammates into it too. Which the problem was his teammates weren't really that good, but he was trying to bring his teammates into it as well. So I think Cade Cunningham is going to be a sure thing. It's just like Trevor Lawrence. You need that franchise quarterback, that ideal prototypical size, 6'5", and all that big arm Trevor Lawrence got. You need that quarterback for your number one pick. He has everything you're looking for. Cade Cunningham has everything you're looking for a modern day floor general in the NBA today. Like you see the LeBron James, the Luka Doncic, modern day floor generals, tall, like 6'7", 6'8", can make players around him better, can score, can grab rebounds, can do it all. That's the player. That's the ideal player you want in today's NBA, and he's that.
I was seeing a couple of people say. A couple of people were saying he was Grant Hill before the injury, and maybe better.
Forgot about that. Yeah, perfect comparison, Grant Hill. And what do you know? You got drafted by the Pistons too, just like Grant Hill. So hopefully, unlike Grant Hill, hopefully he doesn't get hurt. So, but that's actually a perfect comparison with him. Like he's athletic. He's not like freakishly athletic. He's more like smooth athletic. But he's very fundamental. Very got great basketball IQ. Then Cade Cunningham, think the sky's the limit for him. Even just watching him talk, you could just tell this guy is determined. It's not just like he's here for the money. He really has a mission to become a superstar in the NBA, just from even hearing the interviews.
And who was
So
it that who was the big guy that just never worked out? That was really Michael Carter Williams. What?
oh wait, you never worked out. You mean like bench press or just like basketball?
No, I'm
Like
saying
never.
that basketball ended up not working out. It was Cade.
Oh
Somebody said something about a Michael Carter Williams that ended up being as
no,
great as he should have
that
been.
that okay. Well, granted, Michael Carter Williams to me was never really that good. It was just he looked good under the Sixers system because the way the Sixers ran, the ball went through the point guards, especially, and they were doing a lot of pick and rolls. The ball just went through the point guard. So, like, they basically tasked Michael Carter Williams, like, look, we got nobody on this team. You're just going to be doing all the scoring. So he looked good by default, but he wasn't really
Yeah,
that good.
somebody got to
If you,
put up the bucket.
if you notice, well, like people watch that Sixers teams, and you notice when Mike Carter Williams was out, Tony Roten was in. Tony Roten had a career season. When Tony Roten was out, someone else was in. I forgot his name, but they'd had a career season. It was just like whoever was the point guard of that Sixers team was having career years, given like how they ran their offense. So it wasn't so like like him and Mike Carter Williams, two different players. One, Cade Cunningham can shoot. Cade Cunningham's also much bigger than Michael Carter Williams. And Cade
I think
Cunningham,
it's 2-3 inches difference, right, in height, I believe.
yeah, and not just height, weight as well. Mike Carter Williams
Oh
like
yeah,
what, like 190, 180.
yeah.
Cade Cunningham's like legit 220. So two different players. Two different
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I mean, because I remember you were telling me, like, even before when we were doing a live stream for last year's draft, that like look
Yeah.
out for this draft class because it's some ballers and it's going to be better than even this Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards, LaMelo Ball one.
Like I said the fourth pick, well, the fourth best player in that draft class is better than the best player in that past draft class. Well, I guess we didn't really count LaMelo. Well, I guess aside from LaMelo Ball, because I don't think like a lot of people predicted that, but I would still take, like, let's say Evan Mobley over if we had to conclude those two draft classes, I'll take Evan Mobley over Anthony Edwards. I'll take Jalen Green over Anthony Edwards.
I was about to ask you that next. So do you see the Evan Mobley AD comparisons? Like, is he really about to be that type of guy?
He honestly looks more like Chris Bosh to me.
Okay.
I mean, we forget AD's a special talent. There's not going to be too many players like AD, so he probably won't be as good as AD. And like Evan Mobley does have a face-up game, so he can play with Jared Allen, which I think that's what's going to happen in the beginning before they eventually give up Jared Allen. He's going to be playing at the forward spot. He can put the ball on the floor as well. He does have AD. Like he's similar to AD, can shoot the three, but he's not going to be AD. Maybe he can develop to AD. Who knows? Like if he, like AD came in skinny too, but if he put in like 40 pounds, maybe he could be like AD. But AD is a rare talent. I say he's let's be safer. Well, Giannis did, and honestly, AD did because AD came in skinny.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna say Chris Bosh for now. He has more of that build and more of that play style.
And Chris Bosh on the Raptors before he became the third guy for the Miami Heat was a dog. Like he was different. Yeah, he was super different.
And I would take Evan Mobley over James Wiseman, no question. I wasn't really that high on James Wiseman last year. I don't know if you remember, but I was never really that high on him. Evan Mobley, I'm much higher than James Wiseman. I felt like I said last year, I'm not putting a pick on James Wiseman. I'm not drafting a center in the top 5 that can't shoot outside of the paint. I mean, James Wiseman does shoot, but does shoot and can shoot are two different things. So, like, yeah, I just wasn't that sold on James Wiseman. I just felt like he was good, but just not worth like a top 5 pick because he's not like that type of I feel like you're drafting a center in the top 5. They got to be able to change the game on both sides of the floor. And I don't feel like James Wiseman was that. I feel like he was decent. But thing is, I feel like you could get a center. You could get a decent center in the second round. Look at Moses Brown, for example, from OKC, who got traded to Boston. He was undrafted. Turned out to be a good rim protector. He got 3 blocks a game and 10 rebounds, and he was undrafted. So the replacement value for a center is just very
filling a
high.
niche. Just filling a small niche. Just do exactly what they need you to do. Let everybody else score.
But guys like Evan Mobley and guys like DeAndre Ayton, those are not as common. So guys like that you draft in the top 5.
Yeah, that makes sense. And what's good, Hawk? So yeah, man. So you said you would take out of the 4 guys in this draft, and then the 2 guys in last draft, you have Anthony Edwards 6th. So you have Cade Cunningham.
I would take Cade first, LaMelo second.
Mm-hmm.
I would take
Suggs.
I guess Suggs third. Depending on team need, because I feel like Jalen Green, Suggs, Mobley, depending on team need. Then I would take feel like then I would take Anthony Edwards. Then I would take Halliburton. And then after that,
right behind them too, like right there.
Then Scottie Barnes, probably, yeah.
So even with Anthony Edwards potentially being like a D-Wade like talent, you think, or Donovan Mitchell per se, you're just that much higher. You're just that high on those other guys. You think they're about to be like different type of thing.
Yeah, because like the thing, like Anthony Edwards, he played good the second half of the year, but what my reservations for Edwards last year is still kind of the same. I just felt like his shot selection needed to be better. He was still like very raw. He was still like very raw in the ways, like he was just very athletic, but the consistency, the jump shot was coming in. We just didn't know how that would translate. Like I still felt like he had high potential, but I just feel like guys like Jalen Green has just as much athleticism as Anthony Edwards. Not as strong as Anthony Edwards, but as much like bounce.
Explosion. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure. As much explosion. But he's more polished offensively in terms of skill set. Jalen Suggs, he's a 6'4", 6'5" athletic point guard. I take that over shooting guard, like I said. Then Evan Mobley, like I said, like those type of players don't come like every draft, those type of centers. So you need to take those centers too, because I think one of the most important things why Suns got so far, even though he got obliterated by Giannis, is that DeAndre Ayton can stay on the floor to end the games. If you really look at how many centers can stay at the floor to end the games, is very few. So if you can get a center that can do that and affect the game both offensively and defensively, that's a top 5 pick.
I like the logic. Yeah, that was a really fun draft to watch. Again, like how we started, the guys that slid, it was a little weird. Especially, I mean, our boy Sharif making it all the way to the second round. I mean, like you said, height concerns and things like that, but dang, second round all the way to the Hawks too, but he's happy.
The problem I have with that sometimes is like you'll hear a lot of guys you never heard of before get drafted over people you've seen that are established. Like Luka Garza's another example. He might not crack in the NBA. He might be too slow for the NBA. But this guy was the player of the year. You don't think one of his skills can translate to the NBA? I think shooting will. I think at worst it'll be Frank Kaminsky. That's what I see him as. Like I think shooting will. Sharif Cooper is arguably the best ball handler in this draft class. Usually when you're that short, if you're successful, it's because you are a great ball handler. Kemba Walker, perfect example. Great ball handler. Of course, all these guys got a jump shot, but look, a jump shot to me is one of the easiest things you can improve on to a game. Let's put Ben Simmons as an outlier. That's one of the easiest. Usually for an NBA player, jump shots is one of the things like they will improve first. He can get a serviceable jump shot. Look, I could see second round, but early second round at the latest, not late second round for Sharif Cooper.
Bro.
Yeah.
All the way to and before we get to the Westbrook trade question, because I do want to see how you feel about that trade.
Eric Hill, he's arguably, like, that's why I said arguably. So like you can argue Trey Mann, you can argue Sharif Cooper. So, but he's definitely up there. But like he can definitely dribble.
So I was gonna do the unknown isms question before we got to the Westbrook trade from Houston Burnside. So he's saying how many centers can do what Shay just said in the NBA? How many?
Okay, you got DeAndre Ayton. I guess if you count AD as
Well,
a center, then him, but
if
he's not really.
if he's available,
Yeah,
if he's
if he's available too.
that's 3.
Rudy
Because
Gobert is
I already
not.
said Jabari.
Rudy
Yeah, all
Gobert
right,
is not.
cool. Got it. But that
And
man, they got sharp.
also too, I didn't add this. They can also defend the perimeter because Rudy Gobert can't do that. So
Ooh, boy.
Ayton can hold his own perimeter a little bit.
Okay.
Mobley's supposed to
Anthony
be
Davis
able to
when he
defend the
can.
perimeter. Yeah.
So potentially
And he
Mobley.
barely even plays center. Anthony Davis even barely plays center. He's going to be playing center more often now. Let's see.
Joel Embiid can't defend the perimeter like that, but he can stay in.
Joel Embiid can stay in. Joel Embiid
Yeah, he can shoot. Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah. Well,
Karl
he
Anthony
can't play
Towns?
defense, but
Yeah,
at least
no
he,
defense.
but at least he can stay. At least he can stay. Yeah, just let's put like centers that can stay in the end of games. Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah. So we got 5. So
Because his offensive game is so good that it kind of like
it makes up for it.
It makes up for the defensive liability that he is, which is kind of weird because he was a good defender in college. But
Because
like, yeah, that's
Cantor's
5.
a really good scorer, but he doesn't. But he doesn't
Cantor,
score
Cantor
enough.
definitely can't stay in the end of games.
Yeah,
definitely can't say
he doesn't score enough to make up for the lack of defense.
You'll get exposed. Like, yeah,
it's a different level.
But like, yeah, that's what. Like 5. And those
5.
are the top centers in the league.
They don't come around often, man.
What's the free throw percentage? I mean, Brook Lopez, I guess.
Yeah, technically.
But then some lineups he can't be on the floor either because they'll play him out.
Yeah, they'll just run
Steven
the screen,
Adams probably,
switch it, and then just. Yeah. Oh wait, where does Steven Adams go? Isn't he on Detroit now?
Is he? I know he got traded.
He got traded.
Where he got traded to? What he got traded to again?
Or the Grizzlies. The
Grizzlies.
The
Grizzlies. The Grizzlies.
My fault.
Oh, speaking of that, Jonas Valanciunas, he could. Well, no, because some lineups, some lineups he'll be played out of the game. So yeah. 5 centers, and they're at the top of the league.
And even a couple of those 5, we're like, well, I mean, if they,
yeah. So if they want to comments, if I'm missing someone, just put that in the comments if I'm missing anybody. But yeah,
but this proves the point that these are hard to find. You had to take an Evan Mobley when he's available.
Yeah, Evan Mobley. Yeah, you got to.
That is hilarious. What's good? Salazar was good. All right, so. This Westbrook trade. How you feel about the Westbrook trade? First of all, who won, and how do you feel it's about to work out for the Lakers? I mean, that spacing, it's about to be ugly. But how you feel about the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm beyond my Jim Boeheim. That's 2-3 zone for me if I'm playing the Lakers. Y'all shoot it. I'm just going to defend the paint. We'll stay in the paint. Okay, so like my boy Mo, he showed me the picture of LeBron guarding Russell Westbrook when he was on the Rockets. How LeBron was literally, I'm saying, he literally had his foot in the paint, and they were showing that was like, how is he happy that he got Westbrook on a team when he didn't even respect him at all for a jump shot?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, but even besides that, like, who do you think won the trade?
I think it's just necessary for both sides. So, like, Wizards, they need to get that contract out their books. They get Kuzma. Well, jokes aside from what I put on my name, my ticker, Kuzma, I still think is a 15 a game scorer. I felt like he was dealing with a lot of confidence issues in LA. Also, a lot of distractions in LA. A lot of pressure. He was playing in LA before he won the championship. So he was playing in LA when they weren't good. So that Lakers team is a different Lakers team than after they won a championship. So I'm pretty sure like someone as young as him too, like a lot more distractions happened, and he wasn't really necessarily used to that. I mean, of course he played with. Did he even play with Kobe? He came after Kobe. He came after Kobe retired. But yeah, he's from Flint as well. And when he was playing with the Lakers were trash. So he had less pressure on him, and he performed well once LeBron came. And once they won the championship with LeBron, now they won a championship during the bubble. So he's playing well during the bubble because no distractions. But now you're out the bubble. You won a championship. So Lakers are back being the top team of the city with the Dodgers and everything because they won the championship too. But you got all the distractions of LA, all the pressure of LA now because they won a championship, and he's probably not used to that. So now he gets to go to Washington where don't really have a history. So like what? At least the Wizards don't. The Bullets did, but not the Wizards. So they don't really have a history. I mean, Gilbert Arenas, I don't think they want to remember that history. So yeah, you got more of a cleaner slate.
Yeah. Andre Bloch, Caron Butler, you know what I'm saying?
Caron Butler. I mean, Caron Butler was cold. Yeah, he was cold. But but yeah, like just in terms of team success, they didn't really have too much. So less pressure on Kyle Kuzma. I think he'll be better. Man, like I haven't seen the contracts, but I believe Wizards cleared a lot of cap space. So I think KCP's contract is ending soon, so they could get him off the books. And I think Kuzma is also ending soon, so they can get him off the books too. And then they just traded Westbrook. He wanted to be traded. They honored his request. They traded him to a team he wanted to go to. I think the Lakers I think it was a necessary trade to make. I mean, I'm not sure if the trade is going to move the needle, make them a championship contender again. Could, but I'm still not as sold on Westbrook. But at the same time, they need to make any trade to win because, I mean, you got LeBron on your team. Your goal is to win. The way that team was previously constructed before that trade was not winning anything, even when the AD came back. So, hey, you added another star player, so let's see what can happen. They just need shooters. So whatever shooters they can get in free agency, they need in abundance. If I'm Vogel, and I don't care what Anthony Davis says, he is playing center. I can't have you playing power forward and who are they going to play at center? Like you want to have two bigs and Russell Westbrook on the team? No, you got to play AD on center because you need spacing. Russell Westbrook's essentially a point guard center.
Yeah, literally. Remember how the Rockets used him? He literally played in the paint, like literally sat in the paint like a center, while James Harden was dribbling on the perimeter. But yeah, I agree. I was thinking exactly what Jones said here. That I think after that trade, I think what they're going to try to do is attract as many good free agents to that team to just continue building that super team. I don't think they're necessarily just going to score some almost, rotational shooter guys. I think they're about to try to go get another, not a Chris Paul, maybe not a DeMar DeRozan, but somebody kind of ish up there that's notable to be like, oh, okay, they making moves type of thing. I think that's what they're trying to do. Westbrook, AD, LeBron on a fast break is scary. Yeah, a lot of their points are going to have to come out of the half court, not out of the half court offense, because the half court offense spacing is about to be atrocious. I'm not going to lie. As much as I love Westbrook, that half court offense spacing is about to be atrocious.
Horrible.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Argo. Thank you.
LeBron's going to have to be more of a spot up shooter than he's been in his whole career with the way this team is going to be constructed. But hey, if anyone can make it work, it's those two. Because I mean, LeBron's smart enough that he'll adapt his game to have Russell Westbrook fit. Who knows?
That might be the first guy that can tell Westbrook don't do that, ever. Because Westbrook don't listen to nobody. It don't matter. I still don't think he may not listen.
Would he even listen to LeBron? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if
there's one person, it's LeBron. But I don't have faith that he will. But if there's anybody ever that he would listen to, it'd be LeBron. Because even like a Michael Jordan, I feel like they would clash. At least LeBron, it seemed like maybe he'll listen. Like, all right, let me respect what LeBron got going on. Hopefully, we'll see. I'm not confident in it, but we'll see. We'll see. And wait, somebody asked BNG said, how you feel about Isaiah Todd and Corey Kispert?
Honestly, I haven't really watched much of Isaiah Todd in the G League. I just know he was like a 5-star prospect coming out. But hey, Wizards, they need potential. They need talent. He's 6'10". He has a lot of potential. So hey, if you want to take a flyer at him, number 31, you can. Corey Kispert is good. Needs shooting. They probably needed that shooting when they had Westbrook on that team. But he what he had 53. He was shooting 53% from the field, 44% from three. Yeah, at number 15, that's a player that's already going to play a role. So I do like that pick of Corey Kispert. Yeah, don't really know much about Isaiah Todd like that. At least I didn't really know how he did in the G League. From what I heard, he didn't really get as much playing time, at least from what I heard. So, but hey, he has potential. And at number 31, you got to take that flyer on potential.
Oh yeah, always. Just like when we start getting later in the NFL drafts, it's like once you get to a certain point, you might as well go potential because this is like, I mean, it's a 6th round pick. Why not? Wait, what was Justin asked, can we talk about the Oklahoma and Texas joining the SEC? That's another thing that's happened recently.
Yeah. Is that like 2023 is going to be in effect?
2025.
2025. Okay.
Yeah, you know how stuff takes forever. Like I think like Georgia and Clemson have already decided they're gonna play each other, but we won't see it till like 2023. I hate that. I want to like go ahead and do this like next year. Oh no, I think it was Ohio State. I'm talking about. I think we do play Clemson this year. It's somebody was like, yes, we finally get to play them, but I gotta wait till like 2023. I forgot who it was. It's got to be somebody.
So who's the biggest winners out of this? Oklahoma State.
Maybe so, yeah, because Texas A&M is sick. Texas A&M is sick to their stomach.
Yep.
Texas A&M is sick to. They were like, "Hey, man, recruits from Texas, high schoolers from Texas."
They did not want this to happen.
Texas and SEC, and then
no one's
Texas
going there now.
Over.
No one is going there.
And they've been having good talent too. We got Montez Sweat from them,
especially quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks. What's the safety of the? I can't. Was that Jonathan Abram? I believe one of them. One of them really good safeties to come out the draft in like the last 2-3 years. But all them recruits is about to start going to Texas because that was their calling card. We're the one Texas team in the SEC. Come play with us if you want to play against the LSU, the Alabamas, the Georgias. Texas pulled up. And I'm not sure if you heard, but I heard somewhere that Texas is still like the highest grossing college program in like the entire college football. Even though they suck and they don't win, they still put up the best numbers as far as generating money and revenue, all of that type of stuff. So Texas is about to come over here.
When you go to Texas, you greet like this. Hook 'em horns. That's been a thing. Like, I'm not surprised.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah, man, that kind of sucks. I mean, as far as trying to get Texas recruits to come to the SEC, that kind of hurts all of us. Like even Georgia recruits out of Texas. That might get hurt a little bit with this Texas thing.
I'm pretty sure Alabama, UGA, they did not want this to happen.
Bro, yeah.
How many recruits from Texas go to Alabama? Now, Nick Saban probably does not want this to happen at all. This is affecting everybody in SEC.
Matter of fact, this is serious. We're gonna pull it up and check. We're gonna check Alabama first. And then Georgia next.
Yeah, they don't go to Texas; they go to Oklahoma. So, like, yeah, this is. I think Florida got it bad because Florida was just now making it back up to being the top of the SEC elite. Now you got these two colleges coming there. It puts them back to the bottom. Tennessee. We don't even need to talk about Tennessee. We can't even see them at the bottom. You can't even see them. They're in the black hole.
Boy, Tennessee is out bad. They took our my boy Cade from us, but he transferred there because he's from Tennessee. He just was like, I want to go back home.
So Big 12 gonna become the Big 10? Like we have a Big 10, but what are they gonna become? Who's the top team in the Big 12? Yeah, Oklahoma State, right?
It's literally Oklahoma State, I guess, by default.
Hey, they could become the new Clemson, like how Clemson dominated ACC. Now, hey, Oklahoma State's probably happy about that. Like, yo, we could get all these recruits now. We could just win Big 12. We're Big 10 every year.
Boy, yeah, Oklahoma State's about to go crazy. All right, so let's see. We got look, the number 2 player out of Texas, Alabama.
See? Look
immediately. Okay, we got a few Texas A&Ms, but those are about to switch to Texas. 2 Alabama's. 2 Alabama's. Oh, yeah, it's about to be ugly.
Those are only verbal commits. They're going to be hook 'em horns.
Verbal. We can start going back a little bit, seeing who they shouldn't have gotten if this move were to happen sooner. Hold on, let's see.
Those 2024 recruits, Texas A&M sick. They ain't getting any of them now. Those 2024 guys, they ain't getting any of them.
Not a single one. Oh, look, Bryce Young forgot Will Anderson.
But it's California.
I wanted him to. Wait. My fault. I was about to say, that's a lot of really good players coming out of Texas. I was tripping.
I mean, not surprising if it was. So
yeah, Texas is different though. Let me see. Let's see. Load up. Yep, Drew Sanders, the number 1 player out of Texas. Athlete. Oh, my boy Jalen Kimber. Yep, another Alabama, Florida. Oh yeah, it's about to be real ugly for us, man. It's about to get real
Yeah.
ugly.
This was very strategic for Texas and Oklahoma because they know that they can get top recruits if they just play in the SEC, and that they can blow all the other SEC teams out the water because they know they got the best recruits in Texas. They got the best football players in Texas. So we in the top conference, they're going to want to come to us. They're going to stay closer to home than go over there.
Lord have mercy, man. This is about to
Because they were
be
like,
ugly.
hey,
LSU.
because they probably looked at it as like, ain't no way Texas A&M can get all these top recruits. The only way they're getting them is just because they play in the SEC. So you know what? We'll move to the SEC, so we'll get those recruits.
Yeah, yeah. Texas A&M has definitely been sniping some recruits from Texas just purely from being in the SEC while Texas wasn't. Definitely, without a doubt. Yeah, man, we're all about to be sick
I'm
about
Texas
that. I mean,
A&M.
I'm
I'm moving
excited
to the
just
Big
for
12. I'm moving to the Big 12 if I'm then.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, Texas
Like
A&M, I
trade
would
me,
definitely request a trade. Yeah,
nah.
request a
I
trade.
don't want to be part of this.
But it's gonna be interesting though because both of them are so far west. Is it just about to be lump sided? Is everybody about to be in the SEC West? There's gonna be more teams in the SEC West than SEC East. Or are they gonna send somebody from the West to the East?
Isn't Alabama? As Alabama SEC West already, or they're SEC East, right?
Alabama's SEC West.
They're going to be SEC East.
So they're about to just move Alabama over here with us, is what you
saying. They have to. Yeah, because Alabama, that's essentially the East Coast. So, like, yeah, Alabama's going to be SEC East. Tennessee, that's SEC West, right? Or is that SEC East?
I'm not sure. I think we play Tennessee often. So I think they're East.
That's East. Yeah, they're East. They're 2 hours away, so they got to be East.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're SEC East already. Yeah, I was about to say we play
Mississippi
Tennessee like almost every year.
Ole Miss.
I don't remember playing Ole Miss all the time. I think they may be West. I think they're West.
Well, they could be East. They could be East. That's the
but
I guess they're mid. I guess they're mid coast, Midwest time. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But it's gotta. I guess Alabama does kind of make the most sense. It's literally touching Georgia. Georgia, Alabama, right? Look, share the same border.
Literally, I think it's closer for me to go to Alabama than it is to go to UGA from where I live.
Oh yeah, because it's over all the way in Athens. Dang, because Auburn's already. Now that I think about it, isn't Auburn already in the East? But Alabama's been in the West this whole time. Same state. Isn't Auburn in the East with us?
Oh no, it's closer for me to go to Auburn than the UGA, but Alabama, I think, in Athens are pretty much the same distance for me.
Let me see. Let me just pull up the whole thing. Hold on. We got. No, Auburn is West. We play Auburn all the time. It feels like they're SEC East. So I'm looking at the West: Alabama, Texas A&M, Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and Arkansas.
So Auburn's going to be East. Auburn's going to be East.
Yeah, Auburn's probably going. Nah, yeah, y'all can keep Alabama. We'll take Auburn. That's cool. Yeah, clap it up right there. That'd be good.
They're both coming there.
No, we good. We good.
They both coming.
We'll take Auburn. That's nice. Yes, sir.
What if Georgia State ever becomes SEC or something? What you think that can actually do something? Because I mean, they play right in the city. I mean, I know they're not good now. Atlanta. But yeah, they're right in the city. So you think that's going to entice recruits? Like, hey, we're actually going to be in Atlanta. We're not going to be in this glorified desert. We're going to be in Atlanta.
Yeah, because when you play for Georgia, you're 2 hours away. That is not Atlanta. Georgia State and Georgia Tech are actually in Atlanta. But I guess we can say, I mean, how many recruits did Georgia Tech get? I mean, they've had some greats. But I guess they don't play in the SEC.
Who cares about Georgia Tech? Yeah, and I think for Georgia Tech, you need a certain GPA to get there too, because I mean it's a tech school.
Play.
So yeah,
they don't play. I would say Georgia's like the tier below Georgia Tech as far as like academic excellence, but Georgia Tech is all the way like in like their own lane as far as respectable programs. Because we don't. I mean, Harvard, they put out football players every now and then. They're not. They're as much as we make fun of Georgia Tech, they're not as bad as Harvard.
No.
So that there's levels. There's definitely levels. But no, Georgia State, that could be something because people always move to Atlanta. They want to be where all the rappers are and all of this blah blah blah. That might work. That could work. I don't know.
Now, where to practice? That's a question. Like, do they got the facilities? Can they afford the facilities in that area? Because there's not much land. That's the question. But
now it's literally downtown, like 5 points and all of that. This boy, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where they would have the room to work on facilities and stuff like that. I mean, NYU, they don't have a football team though, but they be making moves in New York. They're right smack dab in the city.
I think that's an interesting topic though. Like, if Georgia State ever became like in a legit conference, would it affect UGA given that they're actually in Atlanta?
It might, but then again, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the best recruits to come out of Georgia be from like Logansville and
that's true,
and
Cartersville
and yeah, like it. They don't even be coming from Atlanta like that anyway. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know
how many top recruits actually came from the city. Cam Newton didn't even come from the city. I mean, Camp Creek is not what we're talking about. So it's close, but it's not what we're talking about.
But we're not talking about downtown skyscrapers. We're not talking about skyscrapers.
Have we seen anybody come from Banneker High School or something or any of those type of high schools? There had to be one, but not too many.
I was about to say Eric Berry, but Eric Berry's even further. He's from Creekside, which is even further. That's Union City. I think everybody's from Justin Fields is from Kennesaw, which is like 45 minutes outside of Atlanta, technically. Trevor Lawrence is from like 2 hours away from Atlanta. Where the
Jake Fromm's from Warner Robins.
Yeah, Jake Fromm's Deshaun Watson's like an hour out of Atlanta, but east, I think somewhere like that. I forgot where it was. Yeah, I don't know. Not too many people come from like Atlanta for real. It might not affect too much.
I think it just proves that like if you're from the city, like you don't really breed football players. There's not much land. So like,
just end up becoming a rapper. Just end up becoming a rapper. But no, that's a really interesting discussion though. That Georgia State thing that got me thinking. I'm gonna think on that some more. Even when we're done streaming, I'm gonna be like, what might really happen with that? That's really interesting. Joan said Westbrook is gonna be a sniper. He said Texas is going 3-9. Boy, Texas is about to get dogged at least for the first 2-3 years. Texas is about to get
it's transition. It's transition
because they get mutilated where they currently are. When they come to SEC and got to play Alabama every year, LSU every year, Georgia every now and then, Florida every now and then, they're going to get diddy bop in the beginning.
I kind of don't like it because I feel like there's now no parity between the conferences. It's really SEC, Air, and ACC than everybody else. Like even Pac-12, Pac-12 is not that good anymore.
USC is not on nothing.
Yeah, like nothing. There's no parity. I mean, you got the Big Ten with Ohio State and Michigan. But Michigan's usually disappointing anyway. So it's really Ohio State and probably Michigan State sometimes. I don't know, Penn State sometimes, but like
State has good recruits. They just never have a good team.
Yeah, so like it's just SEC now. I remember back when we were children when there was legit conferences, not just one conference. SEC wasn't even that strong.
Mattered. Boise State mattered.
Marshall mattered.
USC, Oregon. Remember the Oregon run?
Oh,
the Oregon run was
they had like 70 different jerseys. Yeah.
Bruh, yes, the Michael James and all of them. That run was crazy. Even when we were growing up, Michigan was great for a little bit.
Yep.
Dang, bro, a lot of teams did kind of fall off. And it really is about to be just a mega conference and then everybody else. And you saw that they were trying to. I think
that's what they're trying to do it.
You saw that they were trying to, cut their nose to smut their face. They didn't want to expand the playoffs because they don't want more SEC teams in the playoffs but then that means y'all also won't be in the playoffs. The playoffs are about to be, if we're going to keep it four, it's going to be three SEC teams.
It's glorified a conference championship now. It's essentially going to be a conference championship, a second conference championship. All right, Alabama, you won the first conference championship. Are going to win the next conference championship, the bowl conference championship.
Oklahoma has literally carried the entire outside of SEC, all the conferences put together. Oklahoma's been carrying. They've been the only one that's been able to consistently get into this playoff scenario. And then now they're about to be in the SEC.
And Clemson, too. And Clemson.
Oh, yeah, my fault. Clemson. Yeah, Clemson and Oklahoma have been carrying.
When is Clemson going to go to the SEC? Now that's going to be the question. When are they moving to? Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. When are they moving to the SEC?
Because when you look at their schedule and they only play two ranked teams a season, all right, yeah, we got to get the SEC too, bro. We got to figure something out. Because even when Clemson goes undefeated, people question, like, I mean, they're really talented, but who did they beat? You know what I'm saying? It's always that every year.
And when they lost to Alabama, that was the question. It was like, was it because they had a super easy schedule? Yeah. And it wasn't even competitive. Alabama had tougher work against UGA.
Hey, it's just, bro, the SEC is a different monster, man. And it's crazy because Clemson is right there. I think Clemson is closer to Athens than Atlanta is. Like, they're right there in South Carolina, like right at the bottom left of it, going towards North Georgia. So I don't know. Yeah, like you said, that's a good point. They're gonna have to come over to the SEC as well at some point, because that playing two ranked teams a year is not gonna work.
We're playing Boston College, North Carolina. Like, seriously.
No, that is terrible, bro. Mac Jones is dropping dimes in training camp. You know, guys cover.
Of course. Of course he is.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. I think. I mean, as much as I love Cam Newton, I think Mac Jones is gonna definitely start at some point. He may not start week one, but I think at some point we're gonna see Mac Jones coming out there, snap one of games. I could definitely see that happen. Let me see. What we had the NBA draft. Hey, I'm super excited about seeing Cade Cunningham play in the NBA, because there's always a question of whether or not somebody can transition from college, dominating lesser talents, to going against LeBron's, KD's, and I think he will. It's just gonna be really fun to see it.
Yeah, and I'm also interested in seeing Killian Hayes. He was their top 10 pick, the Detroit Pistons top 10 pick last year. I remember, like, when my boy JC, he was very high in Killian Hayes, say he was going to be the pick of the draft. Killian Hayes did kind of struggle, but then he got hurt, so he was kind of like out for the year. He's like another like 6'5", 6'6" point guard as well. So you got him and Cade Cunningham. So I really don't know if Killian Hayes is going to be the backup or going to play with Cade Cunningham. But I'm interested to see the development between year one and year two. Or is he already going to be phased out because they got a much better prospect right now? And I mean, you had to draft Cade Cunningham. He's a bona fide number one pick, even though he did draft a point guard the year before. But I do like the young core with Detroit. They got Saban Lee, who they drafted 38th pick, who looked like the steal for this season. For this past season, Isaiah Stewart, who was very good, who was one of the comments mentioned, and Sadiq Bey as well. So, like, look, Detroit got a nice young team going on. They do. Inspiring.
Speaking of injuries, that reminded me of Jabari Parker. And then I thought about the Bucks, and I'm like, dang, man, he really missed out, bro. He was supposed to be a part of that. He was supposed to be the reason it was going to be a super team at some point.
Also, what if Jabari Parker actually lived up to his potential, would Giannis become Giannis? I think that
been in the way. He would have been.
Yeah, because Jabari Parker's position was power forward. Giannis's best position, at least when they came to realize, is power forward. When he became Giannis, and Jabari Parker was still on its team. Because either way, Jabari Parker lived up to his potential. Giannis was still always going to be better than him. So Jabari Parker, would he have gotten traded? Would they have traded Chris Middleton to make room for Jabari Parker? We'll never know.
Maybe Giannis leaves in free agency instead of signing back.
I actually don't think that. I think Giannis is loyal to a fault, at least from like just reading up on him, his upbringing. He was always going to stay in Milwaukee. I just think like all of that was just overblown by the media, but he said it from the beginning. He came up poor in Greece. Like they had to work for food every single day. Like he's grateful for his position. He doesn't want to leave because he felt like Milwaukee gave him a chance. Gave him a chance for him and his family. Milwaukee made sure to take care of him, to take care of his family members as well. So he, like, in his mind, he feels forever indebted to Milwaukee. So I felt like he was never going to leave.
Nah, and that's a good point too, because like the difference, like if you're drafted number 1 overall, I mean, I guess technically the team believed in you, but it was obvious like you're supposed to take Cade Cunningham. Whereas like Giannis was like a flyer, like the Milwaukee Bucks were like, let's try
ultimate
this
boomer bust pick. Works. That was the ultimate boomer bust pick, and that like Giannis was the super definition of that because it was like boom or bust. Like he could turn out to be not an NBA player, could turn out to be one of the best players in the NBA. And it looked like, and then he became one of the best players in the NBA. It's crazy how he was the 15th pick, and the first pick was by the Cavaliers, and it was Anthony Bennett. So, like, that draft was like a minefield because there were so many busts in that draft. And then you look at number 15, Giannis.
What year was that? Let's pull that.
That was. Ooh, I don't even remember what year off the top of my head. 2010, 2013. Okay.
NBA. Hold on, let's get it going now. Because I forgot a few.
And just like how I felt about the 2020 draft, we already knew coming in that the 2013 draft was going to be weak. So it was like when they had this many busts, it wasn't really that surprising, or at least as many average players. So let's see, Anthony Bennett bust. Victor Oladipo turned out well, so he was justified for that second pick. Otto Porter, role player. Cody Zeller, role player. Alex Len, bust. Nerlens Noel, role player. Ben McLemore, bust. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, role player. Trey Burke. I won't call him a bust. Moments. Yeah, moments, but he's a backup. CJ McCollum, star. That was a great pick by Portland. Yeah. MCW, bust.
Your boy.
Steven Adams, I don't know about that. He's from Syracuse, by the way. Don't really mess with the Syracuse, that's St. John's rival.
Yeah, you're right.
Steven Adams, great pick at 12.
How far away that is, like
really?
About how far St. John's is.
We are closer to what? We're closer to Villanova, aren't we? I think.
Gotta be. And Syracuse is closer to Toronto. Like that rivalry, just because it's the state in New York.
Because it's New York. They're New York's team. That's hilarious.
Syracuse is Canada, and but yeah.
Kelly Olynyk. No. We good. But Kelly Olynyk, role player. Shabazz Muhammad. Boy, at 14, can you call a bust? They live up to expectations. But then again, when it found out he was like 2 years older than his actual listed age, that kind of made him fall. Giannis, of course, one of the best players of all time. Lucas Nagueria, I forgot about that guy. Yeah, he's nowhere to be found. Dennis Schroeder, great pick at number 17. Shane Larkin, 18, that's a crapshoot. So, yeah, didn't pan out. Sergei Karasev, I remember him, didn't pan out. Tony Snell for number 20, that was good.
Kawhi's teammate in high school, too.
Wait,
Tony
what?
Snell, him and Kawhi used to run up the score in high school. I think it was him and Kawhi, right?
For real?
Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Tony Snell. It was Tony Snell and somebody. Yeah, Tony Snell and Kawhi. They dominated in California. Back in they was in the IU. I think they were in San Bernardino. One of those Inland Empire places.
That team he got 2 NBA players on one team, and then one's a superstar, one's a sharpshooter.
They dominated in high school. Gorgie, I forgot about Gorgie Dang.
Yep, is he still? I forgot is he still with the Timberwolves? I don't even remember what team he's still on. Is he still with the Timberwolves? But hey, he got the money. He got the money at 21. Great pick. Mason Plumlee at 22. Good pick. Solomon Hill 23. Good pick. Great pick. But at 23, if you're playing a role in the NBA, that's a good pick.
If you're contributing,
24, Tim Hardaway Jr., that's a great pick. Reggie Bullock as well at 25 was a great pick. He's playing well for New York Knicks, although then he get like punched by Gallinari or elbowed by Gallinari. I remember that. 26, Andre Roberson. That was a good pick before he got hurt and his career kind of ended. Yeah.
Can't shoot, but lockdown.
Yeah, because if he loses a slight step on defense, the fact that he doesn't do anything else other than play defense, he was going to be out the NBA.
Yeah, so
that aside from Giannis being the best value pick, the second best value pick is Rudy Gobert at 27.
Gotta be.
Definitely. Yeah, because you get a reigning defensive player of the year. Although I debate how many times he should have won it. At 27, that's great. Livio Jean Charles. Wow, I thought Spurs drafted foreign players well. Like you wouldn't think he was a steal. I had no idea who he was in 2013. Still don't have no idea who he is right now. But you would think that Spurs would have drafted a banger right there because it was the Spurs. Archie Goodwin. I thought Archie Goodwin was going to be like a good player, a serviceable player in the NBA because he was like, 18 years old? He was athletic for Kentucky, and I just thought he had a lot of potential. I felt like he left Kentucky too early, but I felt like he would have panned out, and he didn't. Wonder what he's doing right now. But Nemanja Nedovic, I think. Never heard of him. Or, Nedovic. Yeah, Nedovic. That sounds more accurate.
I don't know.
Alan Crabb, 31. That was a good pick for that time.
That man got
Alex Abrinas, good pick. Oh yeah, great pick. Yeah, great pick. Yeah, we got like 4 years, 70 million.
Bruh, some ridiculous. Because I remember he sparked like a whole NFL players being mad about their contracts. Like he was the catalyst for that. When he got his big contract,
yeah, it was Kent Bazemore. Tyler Johnson as well.
Oh yeah, everybody
Tyler Johnson got 20 million a year. I'm like, how?
that literally that offseason is when the NFL players like, wait a minute, hold up.
You got guys who get 15 minutes a game getting paid like 18 to 20 million a year. Like getting paid more than Brady.
Winning Super Bowls out here putting his neck on the line.
Then all of a sudden Kent Bazemore, who be doing these Bazemore stares at Hawks press conferences or Hawks post-game conferences. Yeah, 18 million a year. Ridiculous.
Isaiah Cannon,
Cannon, yeah.
Pronounce that. That was a good pick for how
Murray State. Murray State is like the North Dakota State for basketball players. They just for some reason have NBA players, like NBA point guards. John Morant,
somehow.
Isaiah Cannon, Cameron Payne. Like they're a mid school, but they always get NBA point guards.
Yeah, this is revisiting that draft that was real. Yeah, like you said, it was kind of a minefield where you just had to try.
The two best players were Rudy Gobert and Giannis, and they were drafted 15 and 27. 15. The next best player was drafted at number 2. But that shows you, it's even with this draft, I feel like that's not going to happen. That like just because you're drafted in the top 10 doesn't mean you're going to be a star. Or I feel like at times it's too premature to compare these star players like, oh, this guy's gonna be a star. This guy's gonna be like Devin Booker or something. Like it's okay if he turns out to be like, I guess, Josh Richardson, as just on Coffee says Mavericks trade Josh Richardson to the Celtics. But like it's okay if they become a Danny Green or just like any role player, because more likely than not, they'll usually turn out like that than turn out like a superstar more often than not. Even though I feel like the top 4 prospects got superstar potential, but there's like, who knows? Scottie Barnes. I think Scottie Barnes could probably be a role player, but he could be Draymond Green. We don't know, but it just shows you, like, even if you're a 15 pick, you can still be a superstar.
Yeah, I mean, and then like just draft classes, like you said, like when there's just no top prospects, somebody got to go number 2 overall. Somebody got to go number 3. It's not like we just gonna skip picks because that's where the person deserves to go 15th. If he was in another draft class, he would go 15th, but he's in this one. Somebody got to go 3rd overall. So don't scout them based on their pick.
That's the type of draft class too where you don't want to have the first pick, because I remember that draft. It was like Cleveland. I think Cleveland was trying to trade out originally. Like there's teams they did not want but they couldn't. Yeah, but no one wanted that pick. There's teams that did not want the first pick. Even though the 2020, even the 2020 draft, Nobody wanted the first pick. Timberwolves were trying to trade it. Nobody wanted the first pick. They were trying to trade out that because they were scared because how Andy Edwards was more of a riskier pick. He was more of a boomer bust prospect, even though I didn't think he was going to bust, but he was a risky pick. So no one wanted the number one pick because if they don't pan out, that's the GM could lose their job. You get years of criticism. So no one wanted that number one pick. No one was sure what LaMelo would have became. So yeah,
we would actually be killing the Cleveland Cavaliers way more about the Anthony Bennett pick if LeBron didn't go back and win a championship so soon. That would have been an eternally bad pick. LeBron helped save Cleveland some bad press for that.
No question. And Kyrie might have left even sooner.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because think about how bad their picks was. Because it wasn't just Anthony Bennett. I mean, Dion Waiters. Honestly, I wasn't really as sold on Dion Waiters coming out of Syracuse. I feel like if you're not a starter for your team, you should not be a top 5 pick. I know some players come good being the 6th man. He was a good 6th man. But if you don't start for your college team, I can't see you being a top 5 pick.
It's a weird look. It's a really weird look.
Then again, Patrick Williams, he wasn't at least a full-time starter and he came out playing well for the Chicago Bulls. But then we got Marvin Williams way back when he was on North Carolina, he was a 6th man, but he became number 2 pick. And look at him. I mean, he carved out a nice long career, but he wasn't. But he got drafted over Chris Paul and Darren Williams. He was not worth that.
That's a big mistake, right? That's a huge no. Yeah, I don't know why that is a thing in basketball to where you will pick it because you're not picking a backup in college, no matter how great they seem like they might be. You just never really see that especially early first round.
Yeah, I remember when D Wade was a backup, but D Wade was a backup his freshman year, and 6th man his freshman year. Then he became the starter, but you're drafting someone who wasn't starting at all. I don't know about that. I mean, it can work sometimes. Like I said, it's worse for Patrick Williams, but I forgot. Did he get? I think Bradley Beal got drafted over him. He had to be, but still, I didn't really care for the Dion Waiters pick, and he just didn't have. He just didn't have the mentality to be the NBA player he should be, because he should have been better than what he was, but I think he had too much of an ego. You gotta remember him and Kyrie were clashing. They didn't like each other. Too much
Philly in him too. He had too much Philly in him.
Well, then again, you got Kyrie is essentially from New York, who's essentially from Harlem, and then you got Dion Waiters, who's from Philly. That's not gonna blend well. That is not gonna blend well.
And then again, Kyrie's like the weirder stones, horoscopes, incense, free-form poetry type of guy. Dion Waiters is on the block like Meek Mill type of thing.
Exactly. And even rookie Kyrie, even if he wasn't like that back then, he was still came from I forgot, they come from Preston, I don't know, but I mean he came from a nice background. Father was a European player. I believe he played in the NBA for a bit as well. So he came from a different background than what Dion Waiters came from too. So
complete opposite. Yeah. Still got a big ego, but it's just a different type.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and Rich, I know he's from Jersey, but he's basically said he grew up in New York. He's from Jersey, but he's technically from Australia, but he's from Jersey. But he really when you're in Jersey, you can literally just drive to New York. So he said he grew up around Harlem.
No, it's literally quicker to go from New Jersey to Harlem than it is to get from certain parts of America, from DMV, PG County to DC. It's literally right there. You don't even have to drive your own vehicle. You take a bus real quick. And then when you're an NBA player, of course, he was playing in all of the leagues in New York too, playing in Harlem, playing in Washington Heights, Brooklyn, all of that. So he was super in New York. Even if he technically may have lived in New Jersey, he was always in New York.
Yeah,
and I can see where he gets a lot of that, when he got to him with that face, what was that Instagram live? He was with KD and he was just babbling. Yeah, I can see. See New York. Definitely a lot of New York in that video. Poor KD was like, what are you talking about? What do you got me on live talking about right now?
Yo, yo, you think you're gonna put me in the post? They're gonna put me in the post, right? I think I should be playing in the post. And Katie was like, bro, chill. You like 6'2". Like, nah.
KD was
I've been
not
working my
for that.
post moves. I've been working my post moves. And then he's
Oh,
like,
no,
yeah,
speaking of
talk
KD,
like real fast too, just like from the just like a
New
New
Yorkers,
Yorker.
but just like in New York, because I know people from Jersey that don't talk like that too. So he definitely was in New York a lot, and Rich, I'm talking about there's certain parts of technically PG County that's it's further to go from there to DC, than it is to go from where Kyrie's from in New Jersey to New York. So it's like right, it technically is there's a state line dividing it, but it's technically right there. And then, but speaking of Katie, you saw that happy birthday thing and that whole
Yep.
situation with Bam Adebayo. Can you please explain? Because I kind of missed out on what started it. Like
I don't blame
Adebayo
KD
shooting.
for Bam Adebayo. Like, look, we
So
play pickup. We play pickup basketball. KD made a shot, and Bam Adebayo got the ball. He didn't pass it back to KD after he made the shot. Like, and KD got mad about that.
That is annoying. That is petty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the unwritten rule of basketball. I'm not mad about KD. I'll be mad too. Like, bro, give me the ball. Like, I made the shot. Like, who are you?
I think with KD, I heard like where KD went wrong though is like he went to social media about it. But I don't know why you don't give somebody your change. Why do you not give somebody their change? Isn't it like don't they have like several basketballs?
But then again, they showed the video.
KD shot.
They showed the video of it, and I think someone asked him of it, and he's just like, yeah. And he just said it. Like, I mean, but like, yeah, I don't blame KD at all. You don't give him your change. Like, you're supposed to give him the change. If they miss it, then you take the ball. I'll be mad about that too. Like I hate when like some random dudes come in, you make a shot, and they just take the basketball. Like give it back. I made that shot. Like it's unreal. It's unreal rule of basketball.
Is annoying. Yes, that's like top tier unwritten rule. That is really annoying to just not get. Why? Like why? They're in a facility with a bunch of basketballs around. Why do you need it? Why did you need the one KD had? Like why? Why did you need that one?
You were an NBA player. You can just request one. Get a ball boy.
Just
get
ask
you a basketball.
Some random guy to give you. Yeah, you ain't even got to rebound it yourself. Like what?
Like who you thought he was? Should be Butler. He ain't played around with you.
But what's it called? But yeah, that happy birthday thing was hilarious because
yeah, I don't know why we're so angry. I know he wasn't his birthday, but why was he so angry? Was he just moody? Was he just moody and they were just playing with him?
KD's just KD, bro. Ever since he couldn't take that joke from Fly, I just already knew he just wasn't a good guy to play pranks on. But that ends up making him the most fun to play pranks on. I think one Team USA, I would be getting KD all the time for his reaction.
That's probably why Bam Adebayo did it too, because like they know who he is. Like he's just probably like a guy that takes everything so seriously all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say JaVale McGee was the one recording. Oh yeah, that's literally how you're able to focus, not joking around. But JaVale McGee was the one recording, and I think he had a lot to do with it because JaVale McGee has been like a well-known prankster.
He's been a jokester.
Remember that time they had those huge hats for Pachulia that one time in the locker room, where they had like huge, like literally this big, like this way around hats, and was like, "This is the Pachulia hat," and it was like recording on video.
I forgot, but I remember him being on the Wizards and him joking around there a little bit too much. But like I remember that on the Wizards.
Yeah, no, he's literally like a creative prankster. Like he'll go out of his way to like design a prank. Like he literally had those hats made. He literally like I don't know where he did it, how he did it. But he found a way to get some like really huge hats made. Like it was literally almost the size of a human on their head. So I'm just saying all of that to say that like I think it was Bam Adebayo's motivation, but I think it was JaVale McGee's idea. Because I think JaVale McGee is the one that's like the most creative with the pranks. And you could even hear them like while they were singing happy birthday, they were laughing so much they couldn't even sing it right. And you saw Bam Adebayo laughing. And then like
KD
so
was
the
not
other
impressed.
people so the other Olympians, did they not know or were they in on it too? Because that makes it funnier if they don't know.
They probably don't know because a lot of the Olympians there, like I mean, we always hear about the big names like Simone Biles, Naomi Osaka. We always hear about the big names, but a lot of them are kind of just regular people like me and you. I mean, they're not like super celebrities or anything.
Something else.
They're just they're just really good at a certain sport. Like I don't know if you ever catch KD's live, Kevin Durant's live, by the way, but you just see like a lot of the Olympians want to take pictures of KD, and KD's asking like, "Oh, what sport you play? I play women's basketball for the Olympics. Oh, what country? Or Russia, or something like." They're all fans, and they want to take selfies with him. And KD didn't know who they were. But it was like they're all Olympians. So like, yeah, they probably didn't know. They probably just was here, happy birthday to KD, so they probably joined in on
it. Man, KD looks so upset, bro. That's what make, bro. KD would be my primary target if I were on Team USA.
You know what's funny about that live too? Like one of the women's basketball players from a different country. This one, she was Australian, I think, and she says like, "Oh, KD, you don't know, I am your biggest fan. I am your biggest fan." It was just like a person that didn't play professional basketball saying that
at all.
She
like
played professional basketball, but but like I'm saying, that's how much I guess like in terms of star power, like these NBA players are to like usually it's most different. People there, like usually the most people,
even USA people, like somebody that is probably like a swimmer for USA probably looks at KD like, oh my God, I'm in the same room as KD, same country and everything, but it's like, oh my God, it's KD type of thing. So yeah,
exactly.
They probably were completely oblivious to the fact that it was not his birthday, and they look so happy too. They're like, yay, we get to sing happy birthday to KD, and KD
best buddy, yay. Why are you not happy, KD? I'll bake you a cake.
Yeah, KD was livid, man. He was not. That was hilarious. That was really funny. I learned. I liked KD more after that because it wasn't like petty upset like with the DC Young Fly thing. It was more so like, all right, bro, y'all trolling. Like, leave me alone, bro. Like I said,
I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, like, bro, come on,
chill.
And that's what makes it so funny because he couldn't get out of that. It was like he was surrounded by like 100 people.
Yeah. Yeah, and you see him sticking out at everybody because he's taller than everybody else, and you just see his face. It's like,
you could just see how far he had to go to swim over people to get out. He just accepted it. He was like, "Yeah, I just wait till the end."
That's so funny because like it just started out probably with the Olympic, his teammates, and then all of a sudden, just like everybody gathered in. So it's just like a whole crowd of people singing him happy birthday. And it's not even his birthday.
He was
probably all did that. And his teammates probably all did that knowing that was going to happen.
Yeah, they probably It's probably like, oh, we about to sing happy birthday to KD real quick. Come down.
Imagine if we ever did that to someone on the subway. Like even if we didn't even know them, the two, and then just everybody else just started singing happy birthday. Think how bad so would be.
When I go back to New York and COVID's not as bad, I gotta pick a random stranger to get everybody to sing happy birthday.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful idea.
I'm down.
Gotta do it and record it. Just random guy happy. Gotta give him a random name too. Or it's our friend's Chris' birthday.
Hey, it's Chris' birthday. Hey, everybody, it's Chris's birthday. Let's sing him happy birthday. Just turned 30 today.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that. I gotta write that down somewhere. That sounds like so much stupidity. Rich said, what happened with DC Young Fly? DC Young Fly like Joan, KD, kind of like back when DC Young Fly wasn't that famous yet. He used to just pick random people to just Joan on. He did it with everybody. And then like KD didn't respond. He like made a video of looking like this is stupid, like beneath me. Like, you know, people don't Joan from Maryland. Like y'all didn't invent the word. Like he was just looking like, what is this Neanderthal activity that's going on type of face? And then his brother clapped back like angry. Like it wasn't even like Jonan. It was like, I'll beat you up. Don't disrespect me. So something like that. Yeah, KD's brother. So it was just like, you know, like you ruined the fun. Like how you take Joan into now is beef. Like what happened? Like why? Like so that was one of the things that always made me not like KD. Like just a little bit, just off of that. Like come on, bro.
He's just always serious.
Super serious.
But look, if you're a player that good and that skilled, like you probably don't have time for fun. Like you just been training every day. You've been training every day.
Can Joan? I feel like if somebody Joan LeBron, he would probably just laugh or just say a little something back, but it wouldn't be funny. I don't feel like he would just look at you like.
Well, honestly, you know, LeBron actually seems like kind of a funny person, at least from like just hearing him off camera. He seems like a pretty funny person at times. So I can see him. Probably not. I don't know about Jonan. No.
I feel like it'd be like a witty comeback, but I don't think it would be a really good Joan. I think it would be a witty comeback.
Yeah, because I mean, he made the courtside Karen thing, so that was funny.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like it's just not too many people that's just like he just made it seem like it was just a different culture. Like it was just like I'm not the same culture as you or something. Like it's just so bad. Like he wasn't
I'm
from the
like,
hood too.
we're literally not breathing the same air because I can't even see you when I'm looking straight ahead. I gotta look down at you.
Yeah, bro, he was just super serious. I don't know, but then again, lately, KD has been more like ever since he's won a ring, he's been becoming a little bit more likable. I still don't necessarily like the
I
burner
think
account. If you're gonna say it, just say it on your Twitter.
I think he's
But
really a
he has
chill
been
person.
starting to become more likable.
Like
No,
I
he's
think he's
always
really
been chill.
yeah,
It's
but I
never
think
been
he's
the
really a
chill
down to
part.
earth person. Like I don't think he has his mindset. He thinks he's better than you because like, look, I remember I watching his like YouTube videos. He's just over there like grading like different high school basketball players and just like talking about their strengths, like weaknesses, or just like he's just being like a super fan. And you like it's just like you forget. Say what?
Oh, I was about to say, is that where that Lil Herb meme came from? It
I'm
was
not even
Lil
sure.
Herb doing some sloppy little dribble moves, and it was like KD with a tablet, like, "Oh, okay, he's dangerous. He's gonna." Is that where that came from?
Well, yeah,
I was
those are the
wondering where
videos
that
though.
came from.
Those are the videos. You'd be like, oh
Somebody
god,
hated
that's
and
tough.
implanted Lil Herb into it with the sloppy dribble moves, the stupid looking jump shot. He's like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be fierce when
Oh,
he
like
gets
backspin hezzy. Oh yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But yeah, those are KD's videos. It makes you forget, like, wow, this guy's like one of the best players in the NBA. This guy's just great, like random high school players. Like he's not 1,000 times better than that. But like, I feel like he is
chill.
Yeah, he's a
Because I've
down to
seen
earth
him on
dude, and I feel
interviews
like
with Taylor Rooks, with $1 million worth of game. I've
with
watched
people
them.
he
I've
liked.
liked them on
Yeah,
interviews.
with people he liked, by the way, not with
he's
media people.
Yeah, he's kind of like Young Thug with that. Young Thug, you can't. He's not gonna get interviewed and open up to everybody. It's only a select few people. That's kind of how like him and Young Thug have that super in common. It got to be the right person that makes him comfortable for him to truly open up.
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, like he's a down to earth person. It's just that I think he just easily breathes basketball. So I feel like he just doesn't have time for anything else because, like, yeah, the YouTube channel is just him reviewing other basketball players, high school basketball players. I haven't seen like a player. I mean, probably LeBron, of course, but and Jordan, but like that's just such a fan of the game. They just like even when they're not playing, but even Jordan, like. Even Jordan, he'll golf, he'll do some other things, he'll gamble, you know. KD, like when he's not playing basketball, he's watching basketball. He's studying other basketball players, like just all that, like it's downtime basketball.
This guy's 12
I don't know
years
any
old.
other
I gotta
hobbies.
watch him.
Exactly.
He's got 12-year-old. I gotta watch him to make sure he won't be caught when he gets to the NBA.
Have you seen KD do golfing? Have you seen KD do movies?
No, I've never seen.
Exactly.
I've seen him. Yeah. The only other thing other than basketball is play a basketball video game. That's literally. I've only seen him play 2K.
Exactly.
That's literally it. He's straight basketball.
I remember like those commercials he had in OKC, but that was about it. Like,
rapping. Technically, rapping. That's it though.
Oh,
rapping,
I guess so. Yeah.
And basketball. So rapping, basketball.
I guess so. I mean, he was not that good, but I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, he says he's been working on it over the past few years, and he has a lot of music he hasn't released. Maybe he's gotten good since the last time we've heard.
I
don't know. I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just the fact that it sounds like he doesn't open his mouth when he raps. It sounds like he's rapping with his teeth still together. That's the main problem. That's the main. It sounds like, walk to the gym and I got something. I don't know. Like if he fixes that, maybe it might be presentable.
But 7-footed with a hezzy, you probably say something like that.
I would give it a benefit of the doubt, bro. He said he's been in the lab working on his music for years.
Remember his MySpace page though that I showed you way back when.
Oh man, I forgot about that. We did do that on this show.
It was the most DMV, like it was the most like mid 2000s DMV thing I've seen too. By the way.
See, the not Jonan took away his DMV card a little bit, and then that MySpace page revalidated it right there. Like that was full blown. I'm from the hood from DMV, right? His MySpace page was super duper.
Yo, we gotta pull that up again. We gotta pull that up. You gotta pull that up again. That was hilarious.
Let me go get it. Kevin Durant MySpace. That man looked like he on the block. Oh my Lord. Let me go pull this up. He looks like he on the block. Oh, let me go back over here. He look like he in Dipset.
My
My
name is Kevin.
name.
I'm on this joint chilling. looking for
Mm.
looking for youngins to chill with or just be friends. So if you feeling me, get at your boy. Kevin Baller 33. Yeah, that's me getting my dunk on and ish at the bottom. And you see the shirt Texas Longhorns, baby. Get at your boy.
Why
I'm
does it keep saying get
6'10,
at your boy?
205. Brown skin, brown eyes, and athletic. And looking for youngin to chill with. Oh yeah, all the
But stop
haters.
saying
Thank you.
that. That
Thanks
sounds
for doing
bad.
you and helping me out.
Why was the sentence structure though so
What
bad?
one thing I always ask, why does everybody
Brown
have
eyes.
haters? Why does everybody have haters? And
Yes.
why does everybody thank them? I mean, I guess
It's
KD's a
typical.
superstar basketball player. I mean, he could have
It's
one.
like
He
KD
had some
definitely
back
actually
then,
did. I was about
but
to
I
say,
mean, still.
if you're 12 years old balling on people that's 30, he definitely had. He did a lot. I see what you're saying. Like a lot of people that say they have haters actually don't, but no, he had haters. The man was 12 years old dunking on 30-year-olds at the local
Bro,
court. They
bro,
hated him.
you make 10 an hour. You don't have any haters. Like, you thank the haters.
But then why does he keep saying looking for a youngin to chill with and describing himself? Was this like I need like a little shorty? Like that is that
Is
what
this a
this is?
date? I assume so. I mean, he a hooper. Like this probably is what it was.
This
But I guess
boy is very New York.
is this what they said in DMV? Youngins for like saying girls, just saying youngins.
I'm gonna assume I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But that get at your boy literally sounds like old school Dipset Gilly the Kid to me. That's so distracting. And then it was another picture too. Yeah, what is that with the money? Let them know.
Yeah,
KD.
that too.
Yes, sir. I rock with that. I'm not gonna lie. I like this. I do
The thing is though, it's funny how he's flashing that, and then he's probably looking at back that now. Like I really flashed like $15, and I was just like this.
Like, if that, I don't even know what that is. That looks like Monopoly money. I'm not gonna lie, because the middle part is so like obvious. Like I don't know how to describe it. Why is the middle part so shaped like so?
The
dark?
funny thing that he's probably almost a billionaire right now. Given like all, oh yeah, he has endorsements, so he's probably like almost a billionaire right now. So the funny thing is he has that. He has a picture with that.
Man, when you from the hood, man, that little $15 was huge.
Black and white too. Black and white.
This man
as
looks
well.
like he plays in an LA gang movie, like Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood. I don't know why.
For real.
It looks like that man he's serious, bro. Him smiling is definitely not often.
Wait, did he have MySpace when he was on the Sonics as well? Like he had the Sonics photo? That was his rookie year. Yeah. Seattle Supersonics. Did he have that photo on his MySpace?
On MySpace, yep. Photos on MySpace.
Was he still looking for youngins to chill with then?
I hope not. I really hope. I don't like the way that's being advertised.
Oh yeah, that iconic picture too.
He's super serious, bro. He looks like he's in Dipset. He looks like he's in Dipset. Now that's what's up though. I like seeing this because it shows he's more down to earth.
The human side, yeah, the human side. Because hey, I had a good thing. I'm not famous because you can't Google it and you can't find it anymore. But I had a MySpace picture called "I'm taking freshness to another level," and 2 with the number 2, another with NAOTHA, not ER.
Okay, another.
And I was wearing a red camouflage like hoodie, and it wasn't my hoodie. It was my older friend's hoodie. And I was carrying his Bapes. Like I was carrying his Bapes too on each.
Got the Bapes.
Yeah, like on each hand. And I was like wearing like one of his hats too. Like this was during the time where everybody wore all these oversized shirts. So it was like a hoodie that was like 3 sizes too big. The Bapes I definitely didn't own, and like I had a hat I didn't own.
You couldn't get the shoes in the picture. You couldn't get the shoes in the picture on your feet, so you had to hold them. So I had to hold them.
Yeah, I had to hold them. Yeah,
I love that, man.
And then the name was "I'm taking," not taking freshness to another level.
Okay, yes, sir.
But good thing you cannot Google that. You cannot Google
Man,
that.
it sound, you sure? Like,
I
have
was
you
like,
really
what?
tried?
Hey, we want to try it? Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna look at my phone. I don't think you can find it because I think they deleted that. And yeah, I think I was about like what 12 or 13 back then. I think that's what it was. Let's
Let
see.
me see. I'm taking fresh to another level. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find this, but I don't see. I just got all kinds of stuff.
I'm just searching my name in MySpace, and nope, you can't find my name in MySpace. Well, never again. I never used my name, so because it wasn't cool to use your name back then. You had to use some
Oh
like
yeah, you couldn't.
usernames. Yeah. Did you have a
Yeah, you had to.
MySpace?
Nah, I never had
Yeah,
one. The
you
first
you
thing
you're a
I ever
couple
made,
years before me,
yeah,
so
just a
you
couple.
kind
It's
of
like
hit
I
that
missed it
cutoff
by like
point.
a year.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
missed that cutoff point when
I
MySpace
never got
stopped
the
being
chance to try
cool.
to. Yeah,
When
the
you
first
were
social
12 or 13,
media, huh?
I say when you were 12 or 13, MySpace wasn't cool anymore, so you missed
Yeah,
that.
it kind of died. It kind of died. Yeah, that was my what sixth, seventh grade year. Yeah, that it died. It was dead by then. I think my first social media I ever made was the Facebook one. I think that's the first one I ever even like thought about making. Yeah, I didn't have MySpace. I didn't have nothing. I've never made a Tumblr. Still don't have a Snapchat ever. Never made a Snapchat. Don't have a TikTok. Yeah, but I MySpace, if anything, I would have had. Like, if I like was on it, if I was old enough, I definitely would have had a MySpace. The way you can customize it with your own music and
You
stuff, that
can
was
put your
fire.
music. Yeah, you can put your music on. You know what? It wasn't. It wasn't even middle school. I had this in high school, didn't I? Yeah, ninth grade. Yeah, this was ninth grade. So this wasn't because I remember I followed some of my high school people. So this was ninth grade. I had this.
So then I
I'm
was
taking
seventh grade
freshness to
for
another
me.
level. Oh my
That name
goodness!
is so long. It's
But
literally a
like, yeah,
sentence.
I had my own music playing. I had like old school rap and everything.
I was about to
Like
say,
it was
who'd you
kind of
have
dope.
playing? I'm curious.
I forgot. It was a long time ago. It was either was it a Tribe Called Quest? No, it wasn't that. Was it? It was either had to be some random New York rapper or probably Cunning Linguist. I don't probably.
Dang,
I
Cunning
forgot
Linguist was
who.
so
No,
fire.
no, no. I remember what it was. It was Jay Z Beast Chair because I love Beast Chair. So it was Jay Z Beast Chair. I just love the instrumental. So even though I know not many people like Beast Chair, I had Beast Chair playing. So like when you come into my page, it was either Beast Chair or Blue in Exile, and it was like a Below the Heavens album.
Man, I wish I had a MySpace to reminisce on. I missed
Yeah,
out
I
on that
mean,
whole era. I know some people had the
hey,
SpongeBob with the mic and the chain. Some people had Bugs Bunny with the tattoos and a
and
chain.
then you get to customize your background. I think I had like a Bathing Ape background too, because I never owned any Bathing
Bathing Ape
Apes.
head to toe.
Yeah, I never owned any Bathing Apes, but I used to fake like I did. So you
Hey man, you
know,
gotta do shit. Hey, people still doing that to this day.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Older than ninth grade, still doing that on
oh
Instagram.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Private jet flights.
Does anyone in this chat even know what baby gapes are? Is that still a thing right now?
Maybe somebody might bring it back. I know Soldier Boy
Apes?
tried to claim it. I think he tried to claim it a little, like, you know, when Soldier Boy was on his like little tirade of claiming everything he did first. He was actually right on most of it. But Bay the Napes
He
was
did.
trending for like a day because he said that he was the first rapper to ever wear it.
What was he? Probably was.
I don't know.
'Cause, I
I
mean, it
remember
did come out around that
Pharrell.
time.
I remember Pharrell, Kid Cudi, and Soldier Boy. I just don't know who did it first, but I vividly remember those three like being the super spearheads for Bay the Nape. Those
Yeah.
three guys. I'm probably missing somebody. I don't know, but Pharrell, Kid
No,
Cudi,
yeah,
and
I
Soldier
think you're
Boy
probably
loved
right. I think it was more
it.
Pharrell. I think it was more Pharrell. Because
Super Pharrell.
Kid Cudi wasn't out back then, so I think it was more Pharrell who
Yeah,
kind of like did it. Then Soldier Boy did it, and you know, like all the Atlanta people started wearing it because Soldier Boy was doing it.
yeah. And then we went from that era to like
The white
it was
tees
like,
as well.
but like it was like Polo was somewhere in the middle, like with
Oh
Young
yeah,
Dro after Young
that was
Dro
the
did the
bridge.
Polo. Yeah, Polo was like the bridge, the Hollister, Ed Hardy, Abercrombie and
And then
Fitch,
everybody started
American
wearing
Eagle.
skin tight. It was like people went from baggy to skin tight, like literally in a second.
Bro, there was no middle. I mean, there was like a slight polo middle, but other than that, it was from Dipset 5XL t-shirts to super skinny jean goth clothes wearing.
Did you ever had to roast people for actually wearing fitting clothes? Because I remember that time where we actually roast people for wearing clothes that actually went to their waist.
Yeah, if you didn't look like Dipset, yeah, you wasn't it.
Yeah.
That was like 8th grade. It may have spilled in the 9th grade, I believe, for me. All the baggy clothes stuff. Yeah, it had to. I think it did because I know like the Ed Hardy and all of that stuff was still like young high school, and then we finally started dressing normal like 11th and 12th grade, I think. But I think the baggy stuff did slip into my 9th grade year. And it's terrible, bro, because I mean, I still can't fit those clothes. To this day, they're still too big. I still have some of my shirts. I just wear them pajamas.
I think I donated them. I did not keep any of my shirts. I remember when a teacher asked me, "Was this your big brother's shirt?" And I'm like, "No, this is mine." Because it's literally 5X.
I got you. Hold on. I'm going to go get one of them because I already know which one it is.
Hey, it digging back into the archives.
I got it. It's in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right here. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, that wasn't even that big, though. What size was that?
It's a 2XL. I used to wear a medium back when I bought this.
We would have roasted you back then. You gotta be 5. You gotta be 5.
It's almost to my knees. It's almost. It was to my knees when I was in high school.
Well, granted, yeah, you were smaller than me. I was like what? I was kind of a big kid when I was little, so I kind of probably did need to wear 2X for a sizing shirt, like or an XL, but I was wearing 5X, so.
Oh yeah, I was wearing medium, so I went up to 2XL with my medium. I think I had some things 3XL, but I don't remember. But I remember that shirt because I like every time I go get it, because I basically wear it around the house like this one. Like if I'm not, I don't wear that out. I look at it and be like, man, boy, we used to really wear these type of shirts.
You used to wear Jabos too, Jabot jean shorts. I used to have them.
Boy,
man.
Jabos.
Man. I still got my Jabos, I believe. I still got them.
Even like a little bit later, like True Religion died. Like when Chicago was doing True Religion, like Chief Keef and them, that was like late high school, early college. And it's amazing that died because like if you didn't have True Religion or Gucci goggles, if you didn't have True Religion or the Gucci snow little goggles, the science goggles, you wasn't it. You wasn't it. You had to have True Religions.
During that period, that's when I stopped caring about fitting with like the current fashion. So like I don't recall that at all.
What am I saying?
South Pole. I got South Pole as well. Yep.
I had Echo. I never had FUBU. I never ever.
Oh no. We don't do FUBU. I never had Felines. Never had
Felines. And I know New Balance is huge in the DMV, but Atlanta, especially back in high school, middle school, New Balance was almost like wearing FUBU. So black
people didn't wear New Balances down south.
It was literally the same thing as Skechers to us down here.
Yep.
My mom had me New Balance to death when I was in elementary school, when I was in Maryland. Then I moved to Atlanta. And like New Balance was literally the equivalent of Skechers.
Once my mom bought me New Balances, that's when I told my mom to return it. I'm going to get my own shoes. I'm going to choose what shoes I want to get. That's when that's when I had to take matters in my own hands. Like, nope, please return that. I'll tell you what shoes to get. I'm not doing that.
You go to school with that N on the side is over with.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You might as well have FUBU and Skechers.
I couldn't do it.
Literally, it was bad. Now
that's
people
when I had to
don't
take
care
as much.
Yeah, Atlanta people still don't wear New Balance, but it's like it was not FUBU.
The selection
Skechers
of shoes is so weird now because people wear Crocs, like men wear Crocs too, not just women, and then like people wear those medicine shoes, like those shoes, those hospital shoes. That's like a style. Like those like giant platform sneakers or not just Crocs, but like those platform sneakers too. Like I don't know, but like I don't think shoes are like that much of a style anymore. Like people wear dirty Vans, dirty Converses.
Yeah, it
That's a
don't really
style.
matter that much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man, my mom had me with like 8 pairs of Marlberries, bro. I had every color combination.
I wish I had Marberries. I wish I had
Bro, I had enough
Marberries, but
Marlberries to wear one each day of the week and not repeat, bro. It was
I
crazy.
I was too scared. I was too scared of getting roasted to wear Marberries. I wish I did, because hey, basketball shoes were expensive, so I needed some basketball shoes. I needed
Them
strictly
things like
basketball shoes.
$8.
No, they were 15. They were 15. I remember
Bruh,
the
that
price. They
is
were 15,
crazy.
and I wish I had some, but I was like too scared to be roasted. I should just got some, because I mean, like, look, I needed strictly basketball shoes.
Not even
That would have been
fashion, just
perfect.
basketball, just something to hoop in.
Like I needed that.
Yeah, my mom said, yeah,
Oh
like
my, my
$85.
battery
Yeah,
just
like they
died
had
on
like set.
my headphones. But hold up, real quick.
Oh no, that man Seyi ugly. And we only got like 18 minutes left. We almost there to the finish line. Yeah, them Marlberries were crazy. I had so many pairs. I had all of them. But while he's
My
getting his
battery
headset,
literally just died on my headphones. I actually cannot hear you right now, but I just gotta put you on my speaker.
bet. Let me know. 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 I can't wait for everybody to see my new PC setup.
Here we go.
Oh, the wires. Okay, the wires.
I literally can't hear a thing right now. I'm tired of these batteries.
The wires. He had to bring out the wires.
Where is?
No, but I can't wait for y'all to see the stream on Sunday, bro. The whole new setup, like how everything is a little bit different. Y'all will see, man. It's crazy. This new PC that I got, different. New mic I got, different. Even the mouse is different. I'm waiting for the keyboard though. But like my new setup is crazy. I got a new little. You said yo, little Boosty is a boss. What's good, VA Money Group? Wait, what that mean? Don't forget to watch the shop. Interrupted. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch. I still have it as a tab, mommy. Wait, what about Lil Boosie though? What's going on with Lil Boosie? Lil Boosie hilarious, man. You know a lot of people from Louisiana that's funny. Rico, have you caught somebody in fake Jordan? Man, people had everything, bro. Somebody had American Hawk instead of American Eagle. I was like, bro, just don't. You're better off wearing something completely different than to try to wear the off-brand version. Like, I prefer to wear Skechers than to wear something with a Jordan and he's shooting a fadeaway or doing something other than the, like, you know what I'm saying, off-brand Jordans. Like, I'll probably wear Skechers before I wear Flights. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better off just doing something completely off and wrong than trying to be right and be wrong. Like that, wearing off-brand anything is the worst way to go. You just can't get no worse than that. What's your early NBA Finals predictions? I'm hoping it's Lakers and Nets. I'm hoping it's Lakers and Nets. That would be the most entertaining because Westbrook versus James Harden and KD.
I'm gonna have to come back in for a second so the audio can play. So I'll be back in literally a second.
Bet. He said he would perform. Boosie went on. Oh yeah, I remember Boosie being mad at Lil Nas X. But I mean, as much as I rock with Boosie, like the long way, he be saying some stuff that's like, I don't know. I mean, I know, he's not that, but he says some stuff. It's kind of funny. He kind of goes from one side of the spectrum to the other occasionally.
Good, we back.
Chase Young and Trae Young on the latest. Oh yeah, so yeah, my mom just reminded me that if y'all have like HBO Max or whatever, y'all can get the shot from LeBron. You got Chase Young.
Wait, they on the latest episode?
Young. Yeah, Chase Young, Trae Young. Who was it? Meek Mill. Let me go look. Meek Mill. Hold on, let me go to my mom's text message. She sent it to me. Wait, hold on. DJ Khaled, Trae Young, Jamel Hill, super controversial. Meek Mill, Chase Young, and Paul Revere. That's about to be the newest one.
How is Jamel Hill post ESPN? I want to see how unfiltered she is.
I know she's still like wilding on Twitter, but I haven't like peeped any podcasts or whatever she's on.
I might need to check that out.
Now that she's not over there, she probably is going crazy.
It's weird how to see someone that works for Disney and then hearing them when they don't work for Disney anymore, like how much different they sound and act. So I really do want to see what Jamel Hill is.
My mommy, they said good looking out, mommy. So I follow her, I like her. Yeah, she does not play. She's super like pro-black advocate, like all of that. Like she does not play. I think we should have drafted Herbert instead of Chase. Nah, I'm still Chase Young all the way. We'll figure out quarterback. I prefer Malik Willis and Chase Young or whoever other quarterback that we might end up getting
hindsight is
over
2020.
Justin Herbert and somebody else.
How many people thought Justin Herbert was going to be that good?
Yeah, and I feel like it's easier to find a quarterback. Like I feel like Justin Herbert is probably like you would say a top 15 quarterback, potentially top 10. I think Chase Young is a top 5 edge rusher, potentially, maybe, the potential to be the best in the NFL. And I prefer to take that best edge rusher and then try to get another quarterback than just taking that lesser quarterback.
I say Herbert is potentially top 5, honestly. He had statistically the best rookie season of all time. So
yeah, he was balling.
Yeah, I'd say potentially top 5.
Yeah, he was balling. He was. You might have a point, but I still think Chase Young is going to be a better edge rusher, even though quarterback matters more than edge rusher. But again, I prefer to take the Chase Young edge rusher.
Chase Young is also a generational talent.
Yeah. Yeah, I prefer the combination of Chase Young and Malik Willis over, Justin Herbert and whoever else we would have taken in this upcoming draft or whatever. We already had Kerrigan, but we already knew Kerrigan was on the way out. I love Chase. Oh, he said James Cook looks like his brother. Yeah, he does. I love James Cook over at Georgia, man. That's my dog, man. I hope he can stay healthy so he can ball out this season. I love James Cook is my boy. I think we should. What? Yeah. Wait, what were we talking about before the? Oh, the mulberries.
Man, like I said, I'm still mad I didn't get them, and I just wish they would sell them today.
Right, they was going stupid, and they actually were built well. Like it's not even like
they were. They were built just like Nikes.
Literally the same factories and stuff.
They even showed videos how they were built just like Nikes.
And I was clean, bro. Because like I said, I had a different shoe for every colorway. If I had like a orange shoe, I had a purple shoe, I had like a black and brown. I literally any outfit I had to wear, I had a Mulberries to match. It was wild.
You know the funny thing about this too is that LeBron basically like talked down on those Starberries, saying that they were too cheap. Like who's gonna wear those shoes? And Marbury took offense to that. And like, it's crazy because like LeBron says that like in 20-something LeBron. Can you imagine current LeBron saying something like that? But I remember him talking bad about that. But I know it can be, of course, he's going to ride by Nike. But like Starbury basically said, like, look, like you over here charging your shoes to like to kids who don't have as much money, and you're charging $100-$200 for your shoes. I'm over here trying to give people that can't afford those shoes like an option if they want to play basketball. They can't afford to get shoes like that. So I like what Marbury stood for.
It sounds great in theory, but like one of the main problems we have, like as a race and as a culture, if it's not expensive, we don't want it. It can be made the exact same way. We want the $100 thing over the $20 thing. And if you got the $20 thing, again, even if they're the exact same thing, if yours costs $20, you're gonna get joned on. So it's just like it was great in theory for Marbury, but it was never gonna work out because even the kids he was trying to reach that were in the hood, they would just prefer to save up and get one shoe rather than get 8 of his. Like it'd usually be better off joning wise getting one Nike pair than 8 Marburys. You know what I'm saying? So it just it was never meant to work out.
I remember like this is like a couple years ago, like I got joned up for wearing like ugly green Hirachis that I got from Ross. But at this age, I don't care anymore. I'm like, look, I'm only just wearing this to play basketball. Like what I'm doing, trying to impress other men. Like I'm over here trying to play basketball. So but like, yeah, teenage me though, and like teenage or preteen me probably would have thought differently. It's like, nah, I gotta get the Kobe's. I gotta get the Vince Carter's, the Shocks. I gotta get the Bellows.
Same quality, different price, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's why certain things literally be like, bro, we got to sell our stuff at a certain price, even though it doesn't cost nowhere near as much to make it. We got to sell it at a certain price so people can take it seriously. Because people just won't take cheap stuff seriously. It could be the exact same thing, but if it costs less, people are looking at it like, I don't know.
That's how we're, like you said, that's how some companies price their stuff. Because like they're like, hey, we're gonna make this more expensive, so when someone buys it, they think they're getting a better product.
Exactly.
Reality is the same product.
It costs more. It got to be better.
It's the thing with store brand, and non-store brand. Like if you look at the ingredients, they're literally the exact same. You're just getting this because you feel like it's a better product because it's not store brand.
Tripping. Not me at all, man. I'll take that cheap.
If I pay more for something else, like at least for foods, probably that's I'll pay more for like a different brand or from like a brand that's not processed or like organic.
Yeah,
like I'll pay more for that. Or if it's like specific, like if I'm buying like barbecue sauce, something like if it's Sweet Baby Ray's, like I'll get that over some other brands or over store brand barbecue or something.
Sometimes great value isn't as good. A lot of the times, especially for me, it is like great value apple juice from Walmart is actually better than like the expensive Tropicana to me. But sometimes it doesn't always work out. I think it was one of the honey mustards we tried. It was like an off brand and it was horrible. So it doesn't always work out.
Sometimes the great value is just more processed too. So sometimes I stay away from that as well. So like when I get apple juice, like I think it's called Tree something. I forgot what it is, but I get it from Kroger and it's apple juice blend, 3 apple juice blend. And I look in the ingredients, it's just apples. It's like there's not like anything else. Apples and sugar. So it's not really anything else. So I get that. That's $3. That's a little bit more than getting Kroger brand apple juice, but that one tastes better. That one tastes more natural.
And like you said, it probably actually is. So like not even just the taste, but the health benefits behind it.
Yeah. I'll pay $5 for some Natalie's orange juice. I just love juice. So like, hey, I don't pay for alcohol anyway, so I'll just spend the money on juice. So I'll spend $5 for Natalie's orange juice because I know those are actual oranges. I don't have a juicer until I have a juicer.
The money I don't spend on some $300 Dr. Foams, I'll make up for it in the more expensive food I get.
Exactly.
What's good, Jerry Sports Takes?
What's up?
It's like chess when you get a rook back instead of a queen D over QB. I mean, again, I just feel like I prefer Chase Young because I think we're going to end up getting our franchise QB anyway, and I think they may end up being, I'm hoping at least they'll be as good as Justin Herbert, maybe even better. And then now we have Chase Young and the great quarterback rather than just the great quarterback without Chase Young. My boy Terry out here giving Will Jack the work. Yeah, bro, it's crazy, bro. This training camp battle we got going on right now with a lockdown corner and Terry McLaurin that nobody can cover. I mean, even Stephon Gilmore won Defensive Player of the Year, and he couldn't cover Terry McLaurin that same year that he won it. So I'm not surprised that, Terry McLaurin's getting the better of William Jackson. I just hope William Jackson, when it comes to other guys, he's locking them up. I don't expect him to lock up Terry. No, Terry's different. Streaming on the gaming channel tonight, Rico. Actually, I probably will. People that buy expensive shoes are straight up dumb.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because I mean, like, sometimes if you buy these expensive shoes, they probably cost more resale value. So, hey, some people got a method to the madness.
Yes, sir. I will buy some Yeezys and never wear them and sell them for double what I bought them for. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Terry is an 89 overall.
Oh, yeah. Want to talk about the Madden overalls before we go?
Boy, yeah, they tripping, man. They tripping on a few of them.
Hey, I had one of the top comments on NFL and ESPN for saying that Odell Beckham is overrated.
Wait, what they got Odell?
89.
Oh, no. What have you done for me lately?
That's exactly what I said. I said this. It got 52 likes on NFL and ESPN's post. I said Odell shouldn't be rated as high anymore. He's not the same player he used to be. Some players said Cat, but I mean, why is he at 89? Why is he better than Calvin Ridley? Why is he better than Tyler Lockett? He's not even better than Jarvis Landry. Why is he better than Justin Jefferson? Justin Jefferson's at 87.
Oh, yeah, they hate it. That's just names, though. Madden. It's a balance of next-gen stats. Sometimes they overthink it. And then names. Definitely names involved.
Yeah. That's why usually when I buy Madden and when I do my rosters, I usually download them from the community and I look up which communities has accurate rosters and I'll download from them because I trust them over Madden's rating system.
That's smart. That's definitely smart. Wait, what was that? I gotta move this.
I also feel like they rate rookies too low. Kyle Pitts is the highest rated rookie at 81. Trevor Lawrence is 78, and who like the wide receiver, like highest rated wide receivers is 76. The thing is, and what Najee Harris is like what a 74, 73. Thing is, when these guys are going to be on the roster, they're going to be starters. So why would they be like? Why is Najee Harris rated lower than Benny Samuels or Benny? I forgot that
Benny
name, but
Snell.
Benny Snell. Yeah, Benny. Why does it be very lower when we all know he's going to start over him? Why are these receivers rating 76s along with third string receivers when we know they're going to be number one option? I'm like, I get that they like to do a wait and see approach, but you know these guys are going to be starters, so you need to rate them as such.
Yeah, and even if they're not going to be stars, they're going to be starters, like you said.
Yeah, and like when you look at the ratings, all they do is just make their awareness rating really low, just so they can drop that rating down. You know, the awareness rating doesn't really do anything. So
yeah, unless you're simulating, like literally, unless you're simulating.
Exactly. So like, yeah, I feel like the rookie rates are too low because like I could see Trevor Lawrence being 78 because quarterbacks are not rated too high. We're 78, 80. Kyle Pitts should be a straight up 84 because he's already coming in as a Pro Bowl caliber tight end. So
literally day one,
straight up 84. And then the receivers rated higher. Running back should be rated near 80s because they're going to be starting and some running backs come in as rookies and be one of the top running backs in the NFL. So like some of them should be rated in the 80s already, at least like along lines with starters.
Dang, they don't. I thought they had like the rookies. I wanted to just go to the.
Yeah, I know Pitts is an 81, but I'm saying it should be right like an 84 because he's already like a Pro Bowl caliber tight end from the get go.
Yeah, man. I don't like how they're so reserved with the rookies, just assuming the worst out of them. But I love Nick Chubb and Alvin Kamara, 2 top 5. You know what I'm saying? Cameron Curl got 76. Yeah, they hate it. Gibson,
and McCaffrey's really 97 because his receiving stats are very high. So I'm pretty sure that boosts up that rating.
Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Stephon. I'm surprised that Stephon Diggs so high. I love Stephon.
Me too. I haven't seen Stephon Diggs that high before.
Census. Yeah, that's not the general.
I mean, he's an elite number one receiver, but he still has like some things left to be desired. At least because he doesn't have like that build of a number one receiver, or he's not the guy you just constantly throw to all the time, expecting him. Is not a guy you just throw it up to. Like he's a guy that gets separation. So you just think like a guy that's 97 would be a guy like Julio. So you just never really put him in the same line. But I mean, look, he had he didn't lead the league in receiving yards or something. I mean, it's warranted.
Yeah, hey man, Stephon Diggs is a dog. He said Tyreek way too high.
Lifelong, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9". 5'10" for the ladies, by the way, but 5'9".
He said Michael Thomas way too low. I'm surprised by Keenan Allen too, especially with how much he gets hurt. I mean, I love Keenan Allen. I think he's a great receiver, but that's just another one of those. Like, I'm surprised Madden noticed with all the things they missed. I'm surprised they noticed Keenan Allen. The tight ends sound about right, even though I don't know why Logan Thomas, after what he did, isn't up there. But it's cool though. It's cool with the tight ends. It's cool. Defensive line. I mean, advanced statistics tell you that Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne should be up there, but it's whatever. It's a big name thing. Definitely a big name thing. Let me see. Dang, they got Vita Vea up there though. Hey, show up. Well, they won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl, I guess. Whatever. And then, bro, no Chase Young or Montez Sweat top 10 is making me mad.
He like, must be 88 or something.
I like Zadarius Smith, but come on, bro. Like, come on. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. And honestly, I think they kind of Nick Bosa is actually more dominant than just like a 90. But then again, he's been hurt, so we'll see. This makes a lot of sense. I think this might be one of the
Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey's been great. Jair Alexander, Stephon Gilmore could be dropped down. Like if you're just going off last season, he could be dropped down.
Is it me? Is it me? I don't know if it's me.
Jair Alexander could be, and I say Jair Alexander's good. Oh, there we go. We're back. But Xavier Howard, like I remember, he's always been super underrated. Like he used to be rated like 83s in the game, even though he's been one of the best corners for a long time in the NFL. So they finally rated him as such.
Yeah, bro, definitely. That man didn't he lead the league in picks last year on the Dolphins? Let me
Yeah.
see. I'm
I
surprised
know.
Kendall
I
Fuller
know.
is
Just for like
ninth.
the
I'm not
past
gonna
few
lie.
years, he's been shutting down. He's been shutting down receivers for like the past few years. It just
Bruh,
takes
it's
them to
crazy.
now to finally recognize it.
I'm not gonna lie. Kendall Fuller ninth. I definitely think Chase Young deserves to be a top 10 edge rusher more than Kendall Fuller deserves to be a top 10 corner. And William Jackson's better than him, but I don't know.
Isn't Kendall Fuller more of a nickel guy as well?
He's better at nickel. He played outside corner
So
last
that's what I'm
year out
saying.
of
Like, how he got
necessity.
89? How did he get
Yeah,
89?
I don't get it. That's the one time they showed us too much love. I don't even understand it. Tyrann Mathieu, I like that. Man, Tyrann Mathieu's career is such a great story because people thought him coming
Yeah,
out
I
of
thought he was.
LSU off the field problems. Thought he was just gonna be a
And I
bust.
thought after that serious injury he had in Arizona, if I remember, I thought his
Oh
career was over.
yeah,
I thought
that
his career
too.
was over. Look at him.
That it got a ring and everything. Buda
Because
Baker, dang, bro, I remember Buda Baker coming out of Washington. My brother was like, bro, we gotta draft him. The Burgundy and Gold have to take Buda Baker. We didn't, and now look at him. I'm sick. I'm still sick to this day about that. My brother
Devin
called it.
McCourty's still going strong.
Still doing this thing for the Patriots. Jesse Bates. I mean, I like Jesse Bates, but dang, over Jamal Adams. But Jamal Adams is a dog, and Minka. And I know A.D. Jackson isn't as good as he was like 2-3 years ago, but dang, bro. I mean, again, I like Jesse Bates, but golly, over my boy Minka, over my boy Jamal. Hey, man, whatever. I mean, but it's so close, I can't be too mad at that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The one real big gripe, Chase Young, he had the most Pro Bowl votes. Like, I don't even know what this is based on. It's not based on popularity. It's not based on just pure talent. Is it resume? Is it because Chase Young doesn't have as many sacks as Darius Smith in his career?
Like we were talking about with Odell Beckham being at 89. Like, that's just what it is. Because it's this and 2K. They just don't do ratings too well. It's just always about why is JJ Watt at 94?
Bruh. So there's no what have you done for me
more
lately?
like 84.
There's
why
no
is he at
what
94?
have you done? It's inconsistent. There's JJ Watt is like, what have you done for me lately?
What's they rating JJ Watt thinking it was TJ, and then it's like, oh well, we got TJ. Well, let's just copy and paste.
Just leave it. I'm surprised Chandler Jones got that much love too, because he's a really good edge rusher, but he's not one of those people like on ESPN talk about all the time. Chandler Jones, top 5 edge rusher. He doesn't get that much love in the national media, so I'm surprised Madden got that right. And yeah, Myles Garrett and Khalil Mack are dogs, though. It's crazy because 3 years ago, Von Miller would be right up there with Khalil Mack, but you know, it hasn't been exactly the same, but he's still a dog as well. Again, I think Nick Bosa should be higher. I think Nick Bosa, when healthy, is you could probably say top 5, top 6 in my opinion, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's kind of strange. I mean, they're never gonna make it perfectly right and please everybody, but there's just so many mistakes that they made. It's like, bro, you could easily just tweak this real quick. Like right now, as we're saying it, they can fix some of these right now.
So scroll up and there shows you more ratings for different positions. Or actually, well, I got the best of the rest for top wide receivers and also for quarterback. So for wide receivers, DK Metcalf, 89 overall, number 11. Terry McLaurin, number 12, 89. Odell,
right
number 13, 89. Number 14, Calvin Ridley, 88. Number 15, Tyler Lockett, 88. Number 16, Adam Thielen, 88. Number 17, Justin Jefferson, 87. Number 18, Robbie Anderson, 87. Number 19, Robert Woods, 87. Number 20, Chris Godwin, 87.
Man, that's a lot of 87s right there. That's a whole.
Yep.
That was like a 5-way tie.
For quarterback,
8-way tie. Okay.
For quarterbacks, number 11, Baker Mayfield, 84. He also has 95 arm strength. So, like, he also has one of the top arms. And I honestly didn't really believe that until I saw, like, a clip of him throwing a 70-yard bomb in the air.
Okay.
It was incomplete, but I didn't know Baker had a cannon like that. I know Baker had a cannon like that. Number 12, Matthew Stafford, 83. Number 13, Kyler Murray, 82. Number 14, Derek Carr, 81. Number 15, Justin Herbert, 80. Number 16, favorite quarterback.
I hate that because, like, why is Justin Herbert just because he's younger than Derek Carr below him? He's clearly better already.
Clearly, yeah. I was like,
I
what?
hate
Did,
that.
did Derek Carr had a very good season I didn't know about or something? I mean, he
I
probably
mean, they
did.
beat
I
the
don't know.
Chiefs once, but it wasn't necessarily because he was balling like that.
Yeah, like he should be. Honestly, he should be where Stafford and Baker are.
He should be
Yeah,
where.
for sure. Justin
Yeah.
Herbert's a dog.
Number 16, your very favorite quarterback and all the Washington fans' favorite quarterback. Kirk Cousins, 79.
Bro, it's so hilarious to see my Minnesota Vikings fans hate him now. Have you been seeing like on like Instagram?
Oh,
and Twitter,
my dad's a
few
Vikings fan. He absolutely hates Kirk Cousins. It's so funny just watching it because he really hates Kirk Cousins. So it's just funny watching it. Even when I try to give Kirk Cousins benefit of the doubt, it's just like no, he's horrible. He's horrible. It's like
Bro,
any
they
quarterback,
thought they
like
came up.
he doesn't really know who Kellen Mond is, but it's just like he was just so happy they drafted a quarterback just because he
anybody.
just wants anyone to replace Kirk Cousins.
But they thought they came up when we let them go and they signed them. I remember Miami Dolphins fans rejoicing like we got our savior, and to see how much they hate him, like how much we hated him before he left. It's just like, bro, we told you, we tried to warn you. People thought we were being petty by telling them Kirk Cousins is not that guy. He's good. He's not that guy though. And they kept thinking we were just being spiteful, like we were just hating because he's not on our team anymore. Now you see. Now it's come to light. Now you see what's going on.
Horrible. Sometimes I try to defend Kirk Cousins, but I can't defend him all the time. Number 17, the number one pick, Trevor Lawrence. Number 18, a guy should retire, Ben Roethlisberger. Number 19, Joe Burrow, which I don't know how Ben Roethlisberger is number 18. Change. But Burrow's, but even before Burrow got hurt, he should at least be on par with Trevor Lawrence, if not better. Because I mean, no, it's not going to be better than Trevor Lawrence, but I mean,
you're saying like because he's already played a year, like he's shown us what he could do in the NFL.
Yeah, and he was a baller. So 70 with Jared Goff, by the way, at number 20, 77. Jared Goff and Joe Burrow the same rating. Nah.
That's illegal. That's illegal right there. Jared Goff is literally Sean McVay. Nah, that's illegal. That's really illegal right there. But it is 10:08. We actually, we started a little late, so I guess it's good that we streamed a little bit later too. Y'all already know, man, the broadcast show every Friday. Well, we're about to start then every Friday. Oh, when is that Falcons training camp? As long as
I think it's on a Saturday. I think.
Right, but as long as COVID isn't horrible, like as long as I'm not afraid to go, I'm definitely down to do that. I got the little
you're probably gonna be on.
If we,
I don't know. Probably, I'm actually getting. Probably on your own in that one. I'll let you know though.
It's getting ugly out here. I'm not gonna lie. What I'm saying, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do it.
My size. I mean, like the shirt I wear, like size medium. Body count? You mean I don't know. I don't be catching bodies. I don't be catching bodies. I don't know if I should be saying that in a public forum, so I don't be catching bodies.
And what's good, DMV Sports? So make sure I subscribe to my boy. Dane caught you guys on the way out. Yeah, we just about to dip out. Did you cop the gear like I said? Wait, which gear? Cop the gear. I don't remember what you're talking about, but yeah, but you already know, man. I'm more than likely gonna stream on my gaming channel, so you'll be able to hit me up on there and let me know what you're talking about. But every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Shay, you wanted to say anything before we get up out of here?
Bradley Beal's out of there, and the only reason why, so I had this from my sources. Only reason why Aaron Rodgers came back to play for the Green Bay Packers is because the Green Bay Packers threatened to trade him to the Washington football team. And he didn't want to play with a team that doesn't have a name. So he's just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to play for Green Bay. I don't know.
I was about to say, I don't know why we let you get the last word, because it's always some foolishness. It's always some hate. Oh, yeah, you wanted me to get the Julio jersey. Okay. Rich said I should wear a Titans Julio jersey to the Falcons training camp. If I can find one for free, I'll do it.
I mean, you probably find fans dapping you up. They don't. They're not that hurt by that. They don't care. They're not that strong by the Falcons.
Don't care as much.
Yeah, they probably love Julio more than they love the Falcons, so they don't care.
Oh yeah, honestly, they may congratulate me. Yeah, now that I think about it, because they hate Matt Ryan. Then you ask any Falcons fan, they think all of the problems are Matt Ryan.
You'll probably get more hate wearing a Matt Ryan jersey than a Julio Titans jersey.
Yeah, than the Julio. Yeah, actually, that's a good. I didn't even think about that till you just said it. That's a really good point. Said Mac Jones is a bust. But all right, y'all, man. We're gonna get and dip up out of here. I don't want to give Shay anything else to say because it's gonna say something crazy about any Washington sports team. So let's go ahead and dip up out of here before he says something else ridiculous. We appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all again every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Man. We appreciate y'all.